Oh my gosh, get ready. I didn't think there would be this much of it posted all over the internet today, but it's here. We've got the FEIC 2019, and they aren't even scared to show it. They are not even scared to show this FEIC 2019. Just crap fest, y'all. Just a crap fest. It's okay. Barely anybody showed up. Not that many people. They can't even fill one small presentation room. All right. I just got Nathan Thompson's full speech. Now, ironically, I didn't mean for this to happen. We've been late at night on DLive. You guys know I go to DLive and stream longer streams to keep it off of YouTube, just so there's not a lot on YouTube that people get overwhelmed with. Well, last night, while I was chilling, we watched an old stream of Red's Rhetorics where he debates Nathan Thompson. And it is so funny because Nathan is talking really condescending to Red's Rhetoric, saying things like, I've got a guy who can explain how to use this, Reds, if you don't know how to use this to calculate curve. And you know, in Chicago, we shouldn't see the buildings, and I got a guy who can help you if you don't know how to do it, Reds. And then Reds goes, well, that's nice because I've already fully debunked this with the math, with the science, and with the video evidence to prove it. If you need a guy to explain to you, you know, everything here, I've got a guy that can help you. And it's so funny. And I laughed my ass off last night because Reds was so good about it. I almost couldn't believe it when I'm chilling on DLive earlier today and people start dropping me links to Nathan Thompson giving a speech at the FEIC 2019 today. People uploaded Nathan's speech, and he's using everything that he got debunked with on the debate with Red's Rhetoric. So let me say this one more time because I know flatties have a hard time hearing things. Nathan was debunked. He was provided factual sources, video evidence, the mathematics, the model, and everything behind it to show that he was debunked. And this was about a year ago or so. And then today, when he did his presentation at FEIC, he used all of the stuff that he was debunked on and pretended like it was real and that he didn't know that it had been debunked. He knew it. He lied. The ironic thing, and maybe because he's guilty, maybe because he feels so guilty inside, he, before putting this debunked information out to a crowd of people, gave a big speech about God and about the truth and about not lying and about how Globers lie and about how flatties tell the truth and how we are so evil because we lie so much. So I'm going to play for you Nathan's speech, and I'm going to cut over to Red's Rhetoric busting him so that you can hear that Nathan is 100% provably and dishonestly lying to these flat earthers to try to keep them engaged in the movement. There are a lot of other little things that we'll hear tonight, just right now. I'm about to play it for you. Like him admitting how he got so many followers on his Facebook group. He says that the way that he set up his Facebook group allowed him to add all of his friends without them even knowing. And he admits this to everybody. Then states that when he got the bigger YouTubers to join his Facebook group, they could add all of their Facebook friends without any confirmation to the same group. So basically, let's say that Jaron has 10,000 followers on Facebook, friends, whatever. He joins Nathan Thompson's group. He can send a thing to their Facebook account that'll add them to the same group. You hear what I'm saying? Now we know why Nathan has a group with 150,000 people in it on Facebook, and none of them like the stuff or share the stuff or post there or even know that they're there. They probably don't even realize they're in this stupid group. The irony? Nathan Thompson tells everybody to add all of their friends to the group so they can get more people in it. It's incredible that he would admit these things. Why would he do it? Well, I have a theory. I think he admitted all these things because he thinks that only flatties are going to see this. He thinks he's only talking to a very small audience. I don't think he realized that there are people inside of his little presentation going live with their cell phones while listening to him. And oh my God, I think they're Globers because there's a lot of Globers there. There's a lot of Globers at the FEIC, and there's a lot of Globers grabbing that video and dumping it on the net and sending it to people like me. so that we can laugh at them and so that we can prove how dishonest they really are. So let's do it. Let's go. Oh, by the way, oh my God, I can't wait to see the memes that we generate from... Look at Dearth! Look at Dearth next to O-Bench! There's only like 3 people there, guys! There's only like 3 people that give a crap that O-Bench is even there! And Dearth is like 2 feet tall, bro! He's shorter than Frodo! This dude is shorter than Frodo! No wonder he barely shows himself online. I don't know. Oh God, the memes. Speaking of memes, you can join my Discord, and anything you want to dump tonight into the current live stream room, I will most likely show it on the stream. So you get to interact in this stream, and you get to contribute to this stream with clips, with memes, with your opinion. Type it into the current live stream room. The only thing I ask is that you keep it relevant to this stream. Don't dump things for tomorrow's stream or next week's stream. Keep it relevant here. If you want to dump things to tomorrow's stream, dump it into the submission rooms. We've got everything ready. Let's do it. So what we are going to do now, this is Nathan Thompson. This is his speech uploaded today at FEIC 2019 Dallas, Texas. And while he talks, I'm going to help him out by cutting over to Reds debunking him back on February 18th of 2019 on the Non Sequitur show. Reds completely factually annihilates Nathan Thompson and debunks every one of his lies. Nathan should have been an honest individual and learned what he was taught, learned what, he got wrong, and made sure that he didn't lie anymore to people. At least on the things that could be provably debunked, right? Well, he's such a dishonest person that he did not do that. If you have not seen Flat Earth Reds Rhetoric versus Flat Earther Nathan Thompson live on Non Sequitur, you need to go watch it. You can watch it after this, but you will literally be sick to your stomach when you hear the amount of times Thompson lies in this presentation. Let's go.
Friends, these people work all day long for free so that you guys could have top-notch display, and just please round of applause for everyone.
Nathan, it's not top-notch. It's just a couple projector screens. That's some cheap shit there, bro. That's really cheap, actually. A projector's like $50. They spent $50. What are you talking about? By the way, where's everybody at, bro? Here in a minute, I'll show you. I've even got Globebuster's presentation, and in a minute I'll show you. Here, let me just show you now how little people are there, how few people are there. Because literally every flat earther went to this thing. So here's the room. The room is like 6 or 8 tables back. Now, you can see that there are just massive amounts of empty seats and spaces throughout this group. I might estimate that there are anywhere from 30 to 42 people there. First world problems? Thanks, my dude. I just want to give you a little bit of a feel for the room and give you a little bit of feel for how few people showed up. Is it because they charged $400 per ticket? Is it because their movement is dying due to the debunking movement? Probably. But either way, there's not that many people there.
The event, you guys are awesome. Yep.
Here we go. You can see the amount of people here. Same room, just so you know. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Nana. I'll be okay. I might not feel that great today, but I will make it through because we are going to do this. We are going to debunk these fools.
My hat is off to you guys. Mark, you did a great job, and I appreciate you not talking about anything I'm going to talk about, so that's awesome. Guys,
well, Mark's not going to talk about any of the things that you talk about, Nathan, because he knows that you've already been debunked by Reds, and it'll make you look really bad.
Run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion.
Now, listen to what he says about his Facebook group. It's too much, bro. I was rolling on the floor laughing.
On Facebook, we've got 125,000 members, and I believe there's more members. I think they're shadow banning the amount of members that we have, but we've got about 100 moderators and administrators that help run the group. We do not allow...
Weird. You'd think at least your moderators would like your stuff. Most of the stuff he posts there barely even gets one like. I don't know how you got so many people in the group. Maybe you'll explain. Also, I know what you guys are thinking. Uni, you're talking a lot. I have to make sure that I provide commentary through this so they don't strike me. And if they do strike me, I'll be able to petition YouTube for for fair use on this. So I'm going to be commentating a lot.
Without cursing or insults. And a lot of people have come up to me here and said, hey, Nate, I'm in your group. And I said, it's not my group, guys.
Oh, well, whose group is it?
It's our group. So,
well, if it's our group, that would mean it is accurate for them to say it is your group, Nathan, you ding-dong.
That we could figure this thing out. Because doing it on your own.
Well, that's a bold-faced lie, Nathan, because you kick anyone that shows up. You're like Nathan. Your Facebook group is like Nathan Oakley's Flat Earth Debate. You kick anyone out that comes in there and debunks you. We have evidence of this. So, no, you're not trying to figure anything out. You're trying to get some money off people.
It's not easy. So I wanted us to work together, and the thing has exploded. And please, if you're not in there, join the official Flat Earth Inclusion.
Wow, you're so desperate for members, you're begging people to join?
Discussion.
That seems weird. Most people that have these fire groups, they don't care to try to get every little person to join.
And do this. Add all your friends.
What do you mean add all of your friends, Nathan? How can they add anybody to the group, Nathan?
To the group. I started the group and I added all my friends. We had about 1,600 members. And the group declined for a couple weeks because people were like, what am I doing in a Flat Earth group 4 years ago? Because nobody...
He's admitting that people get added to his group and don't even know it. He's admitting that anyone in the group can add their entire friend base to his group.
He was talking about Flat Earth, but some people stayed, and then the Flat Earthers started to join, and they started to add friends. And
do you hear him? Basically, every dead Facebook group that's friends with somebody that joins the Flat Earth group gets added to the group. No wonder there's 100-some thousand people there, Nathan. There's probably 100,000 dead accounts and 5,000 live ones. And most of the live ones probably don't even know they're there.
It has blossomed into what it is now.
Digital Dab says, begging his Facebook members to join the page they on. Yeah, I know.
I do want to shout out all the administrators and moderators for helping with the group. It's because of you guys I can sleep at night. So thank you so much.
Well, you're right, because if they wouldn't add all of their friends, and if their friends wouldn't add all of their friends, you wouldn't have the access to a lot of emotionally drained, emotionally damaged, and mentally damaged people that you con into allowing them to let you sleep on their couch. So yes, you are correct. You'd have a hard time sleeping if you couldn't con these random strangers into letting you sleep on their couch. And you do this because you brag about it on your YouTube page. You go in and you try to show their showers and say, I've got 8 shower heads, guys. And everybody's like, you don't live there. You're crashing on their couch, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, but I still get to take a shower with 8 shower heads, you know? So you can't really brag about that, Nathan, but you do, though.
I've done over 200 meetups all across the U.S. I think Flat Earthers are some of the most...
Now, before he moves on, I want you to understand what he just said. He just explained why he has a Facebook group with a bunch of people in it. He's found a way to exploit the way that Facebook works to get people to automatically add their entire friend base to the group, okay? So I want you to take away what he said here. This is why he only has 1 or 2 likes when he makes a post on a 150,000 Facebook group. It's full of people that are either dead accounts or have no clue that they're there or just barely use Facebook and I haven't seen that they're in this group, just so you know.
Open-minded, humble people you can run into. Humble means willing to learn, and if you're willing to question the...
Hold on, I gotta fact check that. Humble definition. Maybe it does mean willing to learn, I don't know. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance, of low social, administrative, or political rank. Lower someone in dignity or importance. Yeah, you can't even define words correctly, Nathan. No wonder you have such an issue with science.
The reality of where you live, you are a humble person. So I've also, what I call flat smacked, about 10,000 globe earthers, and I do...
Yeah, but just because you've flat smacked them doesn't mean it went well for you. I have hosted and demonstrated many of your flat smackings where you've almost gotten ran over, where you've almost gotten in fights, where people call you an idiot and put you down and yell at you, and you've admitted yourself that this happens. I wouldn't celebrate those things, Nathan. You're a very strange person for celebrating this stuff.
Put it on video for you guys. I put it on my YouTube, Nathan Thompson, so you can see their reactions and see that they don't have any good arguments. It's quite...
So they don't have any good arguments. I mean, you were fully and completely debunked. Every one of your points was debunked when you debated Red's rhetoric. That happened about a year before this. It happened February of 18, and this is going to be December of 19. So yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years later, and you still are using the debunked arguments.
Quite comical. I think it's some of the best reality TV out there. Also, I've been on MSN.
So just so you know, he considers what he does reality television. I want that to sink in also.
Daily News, New York Post, and they all lie, like every single time. So if your media here, like the lying thing gets old, I don't represent the Flat Earth Society at all, so please stop sending people there. Like, just do your job and report the
Let's all clap for him.
truth. That would be so great for us. Yes.
We watched a little bit of this on D Live, okay? I'm just letting you know.
Real quick, just so you guys know me a little bit better, my story is, I was a young kid, I grew up in Orange County, California, and I was being taught the heliocentric model, and it was because of that, I had a conversation with a God I didn't even really believe in. I had all my...
He had a conversation. Now hear him out and think about this. He had a conversation with a God he didn't really believe in. Fletch, what's up? UNIRock, what is up? Been a minute. Good to see you, Fletch. Where you been, buddy? Glad you're here.
Christian friends telling me that he loved me. And I said, well, if you are light years away and you put us on a ball in space, how much do you really love us?
So hold on. I have to process this. Thanks, Fletch. Appreciate you, man. I gotta process this. You're saying that if your God put you on a ball in space, how much does he really love you? That's a really strange statement, dude. Very strange.
Because anyone I love, I don't want to put light years away. I want them to be near and dear and close to me. I want to at least travel and go see them once a year. But this idea that we were lost in space caused me to be an atheist for about 8 years. And then I went to school, couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do. I got into personal training, and then I started studying applied neuroscience and biochemistry.
I do not believe that you have studied applied neuroscience and biochemistry. And if you did study it, I don't think you did it in a school or in a college. You just read a book and so you're telling people you studied it. I don't believe this at all. There's no way you passed any type of test, that you actually demonstrated that you learned anything. It is impossible. It did not happen, dude.
And one of the smartest people I ever met was the second person to introduce me to Flat Earth. First one was B.O.B. And I said, what is this guy talking about? These rappers this has to be a joke, right? And everyone is allowed that response, guys. So you gotta let people have that response, that initial knee-jerk reaction, like, oh, this is so dumb, haha, I'm gonna laugh at you. Cool, we all did that.
GPS! Hey, thank you, man. Glad to have you here. Hey, I can't make it without my members. GPS, thanks, man.
Yep, let them have that once or twice. But then the smartest man I knew told me that the Earth is flat. So it took me about 5 minutes of looking up videos, and I knew there was something here. And then I didn't sleep for about 3 days. And
hold on. So this is your story? You were a flatty after 5 minutes of looking. No wonder you get things so wrong, Nathan. 5 minutes?
Right, who's been there? The no sleep plays of Flat Earth, right? Almost everyone raises their hands. Okay, great. So, and then
no, we didn't see anyone raise their hands.
After
what are you
that,
talking about?
I don't want to be the guy pointing people to YouTube videos. I want to go do my own tests. So if my friends say, well, Nate, why do you believe it's flat? Because
yeah, he doesn't want to point you to anyone else. You might donate to them. He wants your money.
You cannot talk to a globe earther without them saying the B word within the first 5 or 10 words of.
Because it's a belief that you have. This whole thing is a belief. It's provably a belief there, big guy. I'm sorry, it is. You can't even describe the most basic things. And when you do try to describe them, you get debunked, which I'm going to show you in a minute how much he got debunked. How many times he's been debunked.
The conversation, because it is all religious cult rhetoric. So, oh, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? It's like, no, let's get away from the beliefs, move towards observable, testable science.
Well, that's the problem, buddy. When you're given observable, testable science, you don't go around and tell that to people. You selectively cherry pick what you're going to say at these events and on the street. Why don't you talk about on this stage what happened a year and a half ago when Reds gave you observable, testable science over and over and over and then debunked every one of your flat earth proofs every single time? Why don't you talk about that? You are selectively cherry picking certain things to bring to people. And the worst part is everything you talk about in this presentation, you've already been debunked on. It's very telling, Nathan.
That's what we should be discussing, not the B word, okay? So, and with the activism, guys, real quick, I think we spend too much time trying to convince friends and family when we should move on to someone else, someone who wants.
Why don't you just try not to convince anybody? Why don't you just deal with your own beliefs and take time to educate and teach yourself? You obviously aren't good enough at any of this to be able to teach anyone else. You're misleading them. I'm going to prove it in a minute.
Hear the information. One of the things I say is, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And so people tell me all the time, Nate,
wait, you may say that, Nathan, but you don't live it. Because when people let you stay on their couch, they're tolerating you. People don't want some random guy that they have on the internet living with them. They're just trying to help you out. It's why you bounce from couch to couch to couch to couch to couch. It's why you're homeless, okay? You are being perpetually tolerated. If you really felt this way, you would do something in your life that would allow you to have your own home and have your own thing that then you would go out and try to do things with.
My Uncle Bob, I tried to convince him it's flat for 6 months, but he thinks hurricanes prove Coriolis. And I say, go talk to somebody else besides your Uncle Bob.
Wow, you sound pretty angry here.
And here's what I do. I recruit everyone around Bob to Flat Earth, and then they harass Bob, and I don't have...
But that's a lie. You really don't do that. We've seen your videos. We've never seen that before. And you are so narcissistic, you put up everything you do on the internet. Every time you try to convince somebody of anything, you put it up. You've never had that happen once in any of your videos. Where are those videos, Nathan? Can we see those videos where that happened? Because I don't want to take it on faith. You said don't take things on faith. You said take things on what's testable and provable. Well, I'm going to take what I've seen on your channel. This never happening. You're lying.
So that's what I do.
It's not what you do.
And guys, real quick, you don't have to know that God is real to believe or know the earth is flat. But I just want to share a couple scriptures before I get into my presentation because I think it's relevant to everything I'm going to talk about.
You just said that belief is not relevant to anything that you believe about flat earth. You also just said that we are the religious fundamentalists, that the people that believe in the globe are the fundies. You said that we are the ones making it a religion, and you repeat it many times here. Why, at the 6-minute mark of your presentation, are you reading a bunch of scripture and trying to give a bunch of, like, religious speak? And then he has the irony to bring up double speak, as in 1984 double speak from the book. He does it here in a little bit. After double speaking his way through this entire thing. Wow, is it crazy. I'm going to skip the part about the scripture, though.
That would just move our activism and move the movement forward so much if we stop getting irritated, stop trying to convince people, and just plant seeds.
Well, you just said, now wait a minute, you just said that what you do is take somebody like your Uncle Bob and convince everyone around them so they'll harass Bob. You said that yourself. Now you're saying that in order to move the movement forward, we shouldn't convince people. You are contradicting yourself literally through the entire thing. I don't even think you've written this down. I think you're just up there talking, trying to make yourself look good. That's it. You didn't prepare this at all, did you?
Move forward. And so, guys, there's over 200, thank you, yeah. There's over 200 scriptures that point towards a flat stationary earth, and Jesus walked into church and flipped over tables. So what I'd like to do with my speech is flip over some tables over at the NASA department. So,
well, let's see it. Let's hear your speech, and let's see where you're going to make people at the NASA department flip some tables in anger at you.
Let's get right into it. This is where most people think they live. Spinning, tilted cartoon ball. I run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion, and this will be a compelling review of modern and biblical cosmology.
Wait a minute. Said that we had to leave belief in religion out of it.
Warning, this presentation contains content that some people may find disturbing. I don't care. 1, no one's asking you to believe what you're about to see without questioning it. But at least hear me out, okay? Listen to what I'm
No one's asking you to believe it, but at least hear me out.
saying. If you're a Christian, search the scriptures. If you're not a Christian, do your own research. And if you are a Christian, do your own research, because the Bible says, test all things and hold fast to that which is true.
Okay.
Cosmology. The science and origin and development of the universe. Uni, singular, verse, spoken word. So we all live in one spoken word. Who spoke it? That's a good question. This is what mainstream science will teach you. A violation of the first law of thermodynamics, matter cannot be created or destroyed, so...
Okay. The Big Bang is a violation of the first law of thermodynamics, he says. Okay.
They'll tell you at the beginning of the science books that all life and trees and organic and non-living matter came from an infinitesimal dot, about the size of the period at the end of this sentence. That's what they say in the textbooks.
Well, let's hear your evidence to refute it.
And then they'll tell you that everything's orbiting around the sun's blasting through space at 500,000 to 1.3 million miles an hour.
Well, it doesn't matter how fast the sun moves. None of that matters. There is no universal motion, you know? You do understand that, right, Nathan?
So we travel roughly 20 to 35 million miles a day.
Well, you're not considering the scale of things here, right? How far do you think the cells in your body think they're moving when you do this? To them, it's like they're moving 25,000 miles because of their size, right? Like if a mile is reduced down to the size of a cell, it would be what? Like 30,000 cells long, what, 100,000 cells long? This right here would be like them moving a million miles, just moving your arm. Do you see how you're not, tracking this in any way? You're kind of being a really, really big ding-dong here.
And we don't feel a thing, right? Brilliant.
Well, you wouldn't feel anything. Yeah, you wouldn't feel anything. And look at how narcissistic this guy is. He has edited himself to look like the Matrix with a blue and a red pill. Do you really understand the modern cosmology that you have been taught? You, Nathan, do not. You've gotten it wrong so much just in this speech alone.
So, do you know, or do you understand this modern cosmology as well as you think you do?
You've had that picture for a really long time, dude. What did you do? Just dump a bunch of stuff from like a hard drive and say, use this and I'll just wing it? That's what you did, isn't it?
I would submit with the 10,000 people I've talked to and done activism with.
KB said, haha, actually what he just stated as the first law of thermodynamics was actually the law of conservation of mass and energy.
Globe Earthers don't know their own religion at all.
Wait, Nathan, you just said we're leaving religion out of it. You just said that we're the ones that don't know our religion, and you're the one getting it wrong. What are you talking? You're the one up there preaching religion.
At all. So
he gets really mad. You see him? He's so emotional here. When he gets in front of people, okay, I showed a video yesterday of him, and he was around some women, And he was acting like the weirdest I've ever seen him. Because that's what, weird people like him who never get to be around women, that's what they do when they're around women. He's got the same thing going on here. He's got some really bad social anxiety.
We need to educate them on the globe Earth and the flat Earth, guys.
You need to educate globers on the globe Earth. How is that possible? You had the opportunity to educate Reds, and this was a year and a half ago, on the globe Earth, and instead, he had to educate you on everything that came out of your mouth, and he fully debunked you.
I can't tell you what's wrong with it. You just gotta see it for yourself.
Well, why are you on stage if you can't tell us? Why are you doing a speech if you can't tell us, dude?
First question I want to pose to you guys is, does the Earth spin?
Yes, and it's easily proven, easily tested.
1,040 miles an hour.
It does at the equator. It doesn't spin that much here because that's just how a globe works. That's just how globes work. It has nothing to do with the Earth or anything. That's just geometry.
Does anyone in here, by show of hands, think the Earth spins 1,040 miles an hour and is breaking?
Well, you got it wrong. See, you're talking about the equator. You're literally now mixing up, what is it? Give me the words in the chat. He's mixing up angular velocity with speed, right? Or did I get that wrong? Somebody type it in the chat.
Brave enough to raise a hand? All right, cool. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask you a question later because you were brave enough to raise your hand. So how would a spinning Earth affect our atmosphere, guys?
The atmosphere spins with the Earth. It's locked in. It is affected by gravity like everything else. Now, Nathan, if you're going to say that you have to teach globers about the globe model, then you would have to demonstrate that you know the globe model and that you're not going to get it wrong. I hope that's what you're about to do.
I have a question for the gentleman who raised his hand. Would it cause it to rotate as one cohesive body, or would the Earth work as a giant blender? What do you think?
He just said this. Now, everybody process what this ding-dong just said, because this is peak ding-dongery. He just said that it would spin like a blender or something else here. He just equated it to a blender.
See, this is what
yeah, no one understands the question, Nathan, because you're literally making things up.
Does the atmosphere move with the Earth?
Yes, it does.
Or does the Earth blend the atmosphere and the atmosphere moves separately from the Earth?
What in the world are you even talking about? Does it blend the atmosphere?
The atmosphere moves with the Earth. Excellent. So...
No, keep playing sound effects, Busy. Only when Nathan does something really stupid. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Let's look at both of them real quick. If the atmosphere moves with the Earth, with my man, that's not what mainstream science teaches at all. They teach that Earth has a Coriolis.
Now, wait a minute. Yes, it does. Now, don't be trying to conflate things together. The atmosphere does rotate with, it is affected by gravity, and it does rotate. Thank you, Matthew.
And then the atmosphere moves separately from the Earth. Check out Neil.
What now? He just got it all wrong. He just got it wrong. What now?
deGrasse Tyson's Twitter. He talks about field goals.
You're gonna go to someone's Twitter account and then try to equate that to science? Just because he's a scientist? How about you listen to his actual, speeches, his actual classes? What are you doing here? Nathan, this is desperate. This is what you call desperation.
Being made because of the rotation of the Earth moving separately from the atmosphere. So this is what I mean when I say globers don't know their own religion, guys. So?
No. Listen, here's the problem, Nathan. The globe isn't my religion, and I don't know anyone that does worship the globe as a religion. I don't purport to know everything about science. I have to look it up. That's the thing. You get how it works? If you want to debunk something that's an established point of mainstream science, you need to actually, do it the right way. You can't just get up on stage and say that you've done it and just tell everybody. That would be called lying.
Let's look at if it moves with the Earth, there's a problem with that. The atmosphere would have to increase in speed as you get farther away from the Earth in velocity. Guys, this is insane because there's no force that would drag the air sideways, because don't forget.
What are you talking about, drag it side? There's a force that locks it all into place. Sure, it moves around and changes, and it actually, you know, does all that meteorological stuff it does, but
everything's pulling towards the center.
Well, the top of the atmosphere isn't.
Because gravity is pulling everything towards the center. So there's nothing that's pulling it sideways.
Yeah, but the air is in a column going up. There's things in the way of air coming down.
At all, whatsoever. And that's also not what mainstream says.
This is pretty ironic coming from somebody that just said that Globers need to learn their model, Nathan.
Science even teaches, even though those are all lies. So what natural force could do this? A column of air will not move as one cohesive body as a result of moving back and forth through the air as a result of the Earth spinning 1,000 miles an hour. So, for
now, wait, what now? This is just dumb, dude.
example, if I take this piece of paper and I wave it side to side, the air at the ceiling is not also moving side to
Bro, are you really trying to equate the atmosphere with you waving a piece of paper around in a room full of ding-dongs?
side. That's not how fluid dynamics
Wow.
work. Okay?
Hit it, Busy.
So I choose to reject this hypothesis. You guys can believe it if you want from me.
No, I'm not going to believe what you said because you got it all wrong. I don't even think you got what the flatties think wrong, and you definitely didn't get the globe right, and you definitely didn't get the globe right. I think you got all of it wrong, and I'm not going to believe you. No, I'm not believing what you said. I'll actually just, you know, go study a science book if I want to learn anything like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
But not what we observe.
Not what we observe? I don't even think you know what you observe. You know, you've been smoking too much and drinking too much, Nathan. You need to stop doing that and really bunker down if you want to learn some science.
Atmospheric blender. So what would really happen if the atmosphere, to the atmosphere of the Earth spun, guys? What would happen is the air closest to the surface would move faster than the air away from the surface, and you would get a blender type effect.
Oh my God, this is bad. This is really bad.
So it's an indisputable law of fluid dynamics.
You now are a authority on fluid dynamics.
If the Earth spun.
I think all these people are now questioning why they paid $400 to come to this convention. I think all these people are starting to like this lady's like, my lord, what did I spend my money on? This dude right here is like, I'm around, they're all ding-dongs. I'm just sitting around a bunch of ding-dongs.
1,040 miles an hour. Like that.
Wow, Nathan, you've really done a good job of proving the flat earth, didn't you? See, that's not what you guys are doing. This isn't the Flat Earth International Conference. This is the pretend that the globe earth is a religion and then lie about it international conference. They need to change the name of the FEIC to the LIAR. That's what they need to do. Listen, there's a baby crying in the background. The baby in the background knows more about science than you, and it's back there crying because you're getting this so wrong. I know, yeah, Gorilla just said great turnout. Yeah, there's like 30 people in the room, 40 people. All of them are really mad that they spent this much money coming here.
Of spinning Earth and atmosphere, guys, we've all looked at airplane flights. I saw one person raise his hand that thinks the Earth's a spinning globe, so I'm going to breeze through this really quick. Basically, if the Earth was moving separately from Earth's atmosphere, it would be really tough to travel on planes. Also, you would have a difference in journey times.
What? Do I explain it right now? I shouldn't have to, should I? I'm not going to. I've already explained this a million times. Nathan, this is bad, dude.
East to west, and when you...
Damn, Jaren and them, they have to be, like, really pissed off that they let you come. This is making them look bad, bro.
Travel west to east. That does not happen. Also, the Federal Airline Administration trains pilots and air traffic controllers on what's called a target generation facility. It's a simulator For the Earth, it's a flat Earth, a non-moving Earth, and the third thing that's real interesting is
You do know why, right, Nathan? Because if you learned anything about physics, because of the fact that the atmosphere does go with the Earth, it's all one reference frame. They don't have to program the curve if the planes don't have to correct for curve, which they don't. They don't have to program, the atmosphere moving separately and all this craziness that you're saying if it's not something that matters in the simulation. My goodness, bro.
negate a gravity.
That'd be like saying that they have a program that trains people to play football, and they're not programming in the curve of the Earth into the football simulator, so the Earth must be flat. This is ridiculous, Nathan. Have you even thought about this?
Vector in the software. So flat, stationary, with no big G. Good stuff.
Good stuff? This isn't good stuff. This is demonstrably wrong stuff. This is stuff that a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old would do if you asked them to make a presentation.
There's simply no way commercial plane travel would be possible if the Earth were rotating thousands.
Oh my God, dude. Yes, there would be. At least get our model right, which you just said that we should do. If the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth, then yes, it would be the same. The same type of flight would be possible on the Earth moving with an atmosphere as a flat and stationary Earth. At least get it right. Don't misrepresent the globe model to make your points, because that would make you a... Play it, Busy. Liar! It would make you a liar, and that's what you're doing. This whole presentation is just a big provable lie.
For 40 miles an hour, but you guys can believe what you want. Smoke on a moving surface behaves like this, guys.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What now?
Smoke on a stationary surface behaves like this, and then also...
Nathan, again, if the atmosphere moves with the Earth, then you wouldn't see... He's saying that you don't see smoke go up and then move back really fast, so the Earth isn't spinning. That's Nathan's $400, pay $400 to come see it presentation. These people got duped. And look at all the empty seats. Keep an eye out for them.
Sometimes
at least some of the flat earthers were smart enough to keep their $400.
cloud formations are moving different directions in the sky. You got cirrus, cumulus.
Dude, that's all normal on the globe model, though.
Cumulonimbus, lenticular clouds.
Did you just say... He just said cumular membus. M-E-M-B-I-S. He just said cumular membus.
And sometimes there's no wind at all. So.
Oh my God, this is facepalm central, dude. This is cringy, Nathan. You are a king of cringe.
Consequences of spinning Earth and atmosphere, guys. I want to strap a rocket to this thing, and I want to move it like 1,040 miles an hour. Now, what do you guys think would happen to the people?
Well, first off, what is this? What in the Sam hell is this anyway? It's got a little balloon on it. It's got two people standing there. What the hell, dude?
Hot air balloons, the airplanes, of course, they're just going to go flying off.
So you're real OMG. You have resigned yourself to just inaccurately representing the globe model. And somehow Bob and Jaron think that's worth a $400 price ticket. Dude, even if the Earth spun, things would not go flying off the surface, Nathan. Even you know that's not true.
Duh. I mean, so...
Jesus.
I mean, it gets really basic, guys. I mean, this stuff is
They're
not
all
hard
laughing at him. They're all laughing at him.
to understand. It's that
They're not laughing with you, Nathan.
people have vain...
Even the flatties are laughing at you.
religious superstitions, and they want to believe the Earth is a globe. So,
Oh, wow.
So why do we think that 1,040 miles per hour would not affect our lives, guys? That's 5 miles per hour, it's fun. 60 miles per hour, you lose your lunch.
Because it's all one inertial reference frame, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not good with these terms. I haven't been to school in many years. I literally have to remember what I was taught from a long time ago. I'm not going to act like I'm an expert, like Nathan does. right? I'm not going to charge you $400 to hear me talk about it like Nathan does, and I know more about it than Nathan does.
1,000 miles per hour is just a walk.
That's what's funny about this. This entire conference and all these people going there, it basically is a demonstration in propaganda. If you use the right kind of propaganda and the right amount of propaganda and target it the right audience, you'll be able to convince them, at least some of them, to pay $400 a ticket to go listen to something like I'm playing for you right now. This is why you have flat earth YouTubers. It's not because it's true. It's because they can get money out of very, I'll call them gullible people.
In the park, right?
They're laughing at you, Nathan. They are smarter than this. They know you're messing this up and they're laughing at you. Oh my God, he put the freaking ball up there. He put the tennis ball spinning water. Dude, the tennis ball doesn't have enough mass to allow for water to stick to it. It would have to be like a black hole or something at that size to have water stick to it. You'd need a tennis ball that was the size of the earth, that is as dense as the earth, before water would start sticking to it. You ding dong. You know this, though. You are misrepresenting science and then calling science fake.
For that matter, what would the oceans do on spinning? Guys, they teach us that the Earth's a pear because of the rotation.
No one taught that the earth was a pear. No. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I went and I listened to that quote because flat earthers take it out of context so much. He said that because of the earth rotating at the equator, it's become very slightly pear-shaped when you zoom in on it, when you measure it with whatever the hell he was talking about, advanced ways to measure the shape of the earth, that it's a little more pear-shaped. That's what he said. Now, these guys go around for years saying that Neil deGrasse Tyson said that we lived on a pear or lived on a pear-shaped planet. That's not what he said. He said that when you zoom in on, or when you look at when you measure it in an advanced way, it has a little bit of a pear shape to it. Completely different here, ding dong.
So if the rocks are pulling outwards because of centrifugal force, how is the water not pulling outwards towards the equator?
Are you being serious here? You spin a tennis or a basketball in a circle 1 revolution a day. You think there's enough spin on that thing to fling things off of its surface? I didn't think so, you ding-dong.
When I first looked at this, I go, how do we have land around the equator? The water should be pooling out towards the side.
No, it shouldn't, because of how slow the Earth spins. You are just too stupid to be able to imagine how big the Earth is.
But none of that happens because the Earth doesn't rotate, in my opinion.
Yes, it does, and that's why you have to say, in my opinion, after everything you say.
2017.
You don't want to get sued or anything
Solar eclipse
because you're not just on YouTube or the internet saying it here. Since you're here, you're like, I got to say for Jaren's like, now remember, Nathan, for legal reasons, when you talk about it spinning, you have to say in my opinion.
Be a possibility number 2, guys. This eclipse right here, August 21st, 2017, went from Oregon, traveled west to east to South Carolina. Now,
well, that's what we would expect. So I don't know what the problem is. That's normal. What you just named, big guy, is completely what we would expect.
Let's pull up Solar Walk from the European Space Agency. Have you guys ever heard a Glober say, where's your model?
Well, you don't have a model. You've admitted that many times. Our model can predict everything we see around us, the stars in the nighttime, the day, which cities are going to be a night and day. And until you have a model that can do that better, which you'll never have, you can't say that it's flat. Sorry.
You guys ever heard that? Where's your model? Where's the flat Earth model?
Yeah, where's
the Glober's model, guys? Because
it's in the science books. It's mainstream science. That's the globe model. I can't believe you have to ask that question, Nathan. I guarantee the people in the audience are all thinking the same thing. Why is he saying this? The people in the audience are thinking, well, I know where to go find the globe model. I can find every detail about the globe model, every prediction, every single equation. I can find it easily in a library or in a freaking school. Nathan, you're lying, son. That's why I played this. That's why I'm doing this stream. I want you to know that Nathan Thompson is a dishonest grifter. He is a homeless person by definition who has figured out a way to be unlike the other homeless people in every town. You know that homeless right now, the homeless problem is very much a big problem. So he's found a way to counter the homeless problem. He doesn't work. He doesn't bring in an income. He doesn't do anything like that. He's not like retired from the military. He doesn't have any type of income coming in. The way that he's found to counter being homeless is to lie to people about the shape of the earth and to target such a wide audience that there will at least be a couple hundred of them that follow him.
Because it is not working out at all whatsoever, and this is courtesy of ESA. This is European.
Well, that's the thing. You're lying right now. You've had so many people explain to you this eclipse and that it did do everything we would expect it to do, and yet you're still, after having that explained to you multiple times, lying about it, Nathan.
Space Agency. So what you do is...
I wonder what your mom and dad think about this, or your, like, grandparents, or anyone that you went to school with, or people that know you from your hometown. Well, that's probably why they won't let you sleep on their couch, because they're tired of you ripping off good Christians.
You line up the moon on the day of the eclipse, you zoom in so that the sun is directly behind you, and then we're going to click play. And something's interesting is going to happen, guys.
Really?
The moon is going to move from east to west. Not west to east.
Yeah, Roland said team was supposed to set up shop outside the conference. I hope to God he is, dude. I hope to God he is. If you guys find out any information about team setting up shop out there, please let me know.
Not starting in Oregon and ending in South Carolina. So, during an eclipse, the Earth must just reverse itself.
Wait, well, hold on. We got new information coming in. Wait, hold on. Wait, stop everything. Busy, stop the presses. I've got breaking information coming in from my production team about Team Skeptic and McToon. It's an emergency situation, Busy. Hurry up. We'll play it. Listen, you piece of bread ding dong. Play it now and let's go. This is a Uni News breaking report. We have the status of Team Skeptic and McToon from the Flat Earth International Conference 2019. Breaking, just in. Take me to the newsroom, Mr. Baker. Okay, what is it now? They did an interview. Team Skeptic and McToon did an interview with a guy, and at the end of the interview, they kicked him out of the Flat Earth Conference. You're telling me that simply because Flat Earth and McToon showed up and interviewed people and just talked to people, they kicked him out? That's the reason. That's it. Something about they asked them what their channels were. Team and McToon told them their channels. And then they escorted them out and kicked them out. Don't play it yet, Busy. Basically, what we have just learned through breaking news is that the people at the Flat Earth International Conference are so scared of the flatties learning the truth about the globe being the shape. Did you give me a second Red Bull, or do I just have one? I desperately needed two, Rachel. That's a horrible idea to only get me one. And tonight's turning out to be a streaming night. Basically, they're Bob and Jaron are so scared of their flatties waking up to the truth about the shape of the earth that they have kicked the Globers out of the conference. This is the end of a Uni News breaking report. We will keep you updated. If we get any new information, we will bring it to you as it develops from the Flat Earth International Conference 2019. Now, back to the Ding Dong Fest. What?
For that to happen.
You what? Right now? Team right now, Will? What, is he in the chat? Yeah. Well, freaking A, yes, I want him to. Team, go to Discord now. Jump in general, and I'll pull you down into the stream room. Breaking news special report from Flat Earth International Conference 2019. Team Skeptic is going to tell us what happened in the Discord room. Sit back and get ready. Team's coming in. Uni News, breaking news. Shit, I missed it. I'm so busy. I was supposed... Can you redo the last part? Uni news. Oops, sorry. Uni news. Breaking news. Okay, I did it right that time, Busy. I know, that was good. Yeah, it sounds awesome. No, I like it too. Okay, we got to get team in here. 1 second, y'all. Can you play the people some music so they're not bored? Thank you. He did say Discord? Okay, I'm in general now, team. I'll pull us into the stream room once you get in here. Do. You gotta unmute yourself, and I'm gonna move it to room prime. Shit, it won't let me move you into stream room prime, and I don't want to mess with the settings right now, so hold on 1 second here. Oh, that here, let me hear. I gotta promote you so that you don't have to do push to talk. Hold on, here it comes. Okay, we've got you now. Team. You don't have to go push to talk. You can open your mic. You can do either or, really. It's up to you.
Oh my god, I'm just now figuring it out, bro. What's going on?
You're good, dude. Nothing, dude. What happened? What happened, team?
What happened, team?
Okay, so of course all this we caught all of it on video camera, so it's all good. Here's basically what happened is me and MC Toon walked in. The first thing we did is we ran into Mark Sargent. Hold on for a second. I'm actually getting ready to walk back in there incognito, so hopefully they won't notice me.
We can connect through Skype and you can give me video. And I can pump it out for you.
You know, I don't have my Skype set up on my cell phone. How about this? I'll have the Skype set up for tomorrow because I'm coming back up here tomorrow.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll give you guys some audio tonight and then we'll do video tomorrow. But yeah, so I went in and I was talking. Me and MC Toon walked in, and he said, "Hey, there goes Mark Sargent." So I reached over, and I was like, "Hey, Mark, I'm David. Nice to meet you." I told him my channel name. I've been upfront with every one of these guys about who I am. I don't want them to think I'm trying to be slick and sly or anything. I don't. You know, I believe in what I say, so I don't have a problem admitting who I am.
You cut out a little bit. Hold on. Oh, you're back. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're back.
Okay. So, Mark Sargent actually directed us to the lounge area, to wherever all the tables were set up. And we went in there and we were filming, and of course I saw Robbie Davidson coming up, the person who's coordinated the event, the guy that wouldn't answer my fucking emails about trying to be invited to here because I didn't want to spend money and get kicked out.
Yeah.
And then he walked up and I introduced myself, said, "Hey, I'm David, Team Skeptic. Nice to meet you. I'd love to have you for an interview." And he outright said no. And then the very next person I saw was D Marble. And he walked out and I was like, "Hey," "You're D Marble, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm David. I go by Team Skeptic and I'd love to ask you to interview." And he said, well, he didn't really say anything. He put his hand on my shoulder and shook his head like, "Yeah," and walked off. That was a resounding no. So
you gotta be kidding.
I'm headed back up there. Yeah, I went in, I went home, I grabbed a bite to eat and whatnot, and heading back up there right now. MC Toon and a few other people from Dallas are up here.
So they're kicking you out, basically. Every time they find out who you are and what's going on, they kick you out, is what you're saying. Oh, shit.
Out. So I'm about to sneak in and do my thing again here in a minute. I'll put on a fake mustache and whatnot. Maybe they won't recognize me.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I believe in total transparency, so I'm gonna go in there as me, and if they want to interview me or interview with me, then great. If not, then they're fucking lost. We did have an ABC crew here that said they wanted to interview me and MC Toon, but don't know where they're at now.
Find them, bro. Find them.
Oh, let me go out here. I'm actually walking up to this flat Earth car right now. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you on Discord because you're gonna trip the fuck out.
Yeah, drop it in general if you can.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me.
Wonder if it was that idiot that went to jail the other day.
Could have been, bro. Could have been.
Hey guys, is one of this y'all's car? Oh hey, David. Remember I talked to you earlier.
Hey, David. Yeah.
How you doing? Is this one of y'all's
I'm
car?
doing good. Call me an idiot?
No, I'm not worried about all that, man. That's all for fun. If I call you an idiot,
no,
that's
I'm kidding. I know. Now I'm a little more familiar. I would never waste my time looking at what you put out. It's.
no, that's cool. I don't
I
anticipate
understand you
flat
have.
earthers
I
doing that.
understand you have people that are thrilled with it, and it helps them stick to their spinning ball.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Be my guest.
It's gravity. Gravity is what I do is called gravity. Also, it helps people stick to the ball. But hey, thank you for the interview earlier. I had no intention of making you look bad or anything. I just. Okay. Well, I just wanted to take a picture of it because this is a. Yeah, sure. Well, let me do that real quick. I'm David. Nice to meet you. You a flat earther also?
This is classic, guys.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of the flat earthers that I've dealt with online, you were more than cordial. I mean, I had
I
no.
was thinking I had an opportunity where we're.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you already see
absolutely.
what you see, and you have followers that are absolutely going to see what they want.
Well, you never know. You might have someone who's on the fence that wants to learn about something, and they see me talking to you. I mean, I felt like it was a good conversation, and I appreciate it,
The
sir.
former sex methamphetamine addict, and I just gave it to real.
But
What? He's a what? He said he's a sex and a meth addict.
I did too, though. So.
No, if you.
Oh my God, bro.
Okay, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
If you do what CBS, well,
No
when
way.
they asked her, "Did you ride with this guy?" and I said no, and said, "Can I interview?" Said yes, and put that yes in and say that I was crazy, that they their own crazy that they had come along and into the interview, looking for a reaction.
Well,
That's what CBS was doing.
you know, we're not really looking for the reaction. We're looking for just an honest.
We're looking for honesty. I had.
All right, great. Let me go find my guys in there, and I'll see you here in a moment, and we'll link up and do that interview. Yes, sir. Have a good night. Yo, Uni, are you still there?
Yeah. We're here, bro.
Did you hear that?
Yes, we got it all, too. Oh my God,
That-
bro. That was awesome.
Listen, that was the flat earther I interviewed earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm Team Skeptic, and he just looked at me like, you motherfucker, did I really just fucking have this conversation with you? So that's why he was like, oh yeah, fucking, you're gonna call me an idiot, I'll find you. That I would love for you to try.
Yeah,
That's why I was
know,
like,
right?
hold on, let me, I took a picture of that car, I'm posting it in your, in general right now.
All right, got it.
Okay, it's in there.
Oh my God, bro.
Ryan?
Oh, team, this
Hold
is
on,
too
hold on.
awesome, dude.
I know, bro, I know. Hold on, I'm looking for MC Tune and them. Oh.
We got to do this tomorrow, too.
Hey, look, MC Tune's actually talking to another flat earther, the one that I called Fonzie in my last Flat Earth International Conference video, so I'm not going to ruin it for him by walking up and being on this call. So why don't you step out of the call real quick,
All right.
get in here with these guys and talk with them, and then we'll discuss. I'll call you guys back after I get done with this interview right here.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, bro. Hit me up. Let me know in live chat.
All right, I will.
All right, later.
Late.
Okay. So we're going to be pumping audio live from the FEIC all night. We're going to have Team get a hold of us, and he's going to send us pictures, and he's going to pump audio to us when he gets into these little situations. I'm going to mute so that I can talk to you guys while it's going on. It's going to be some crappy audio, but at least we're getting it straight from Team while he goes around and talks to people at the FEIC, all right? So he's going to keep his phone next to him. He's going to go around talking to flatties, going around talking. He is in the heart of the storm. He is the one Glober that pisses off more flatties than anyone else, and he's literally down there in person walking around interviewing flat earthers. Now, he's a little different than me, because if I was down there, I would pretend to be a flat earther and walk around talking to them, and I would troll the living shit out of them. But unfortunately, they're on the other side of the country from me, and I can't do it. But at least we've got a couple Globers down there. We got Team, we got McToon, and we got others. If you know of any Globers at the FEIC, let them know to get a hold of me. I'll pump the audio from them walking around talking to everybody straight to YouTube for everyone. But while we're waiting on Team and Rachel and Mods, I need you. I've got General opened, and I've got General opened, and I'll be jumping in the General room when Team has something going on. Mofo, I think Mofo's in General with Team. Mofo, when Team gets back, let me know. And then what we'll do is we'll go back and forth. We'll go through Nathan Thompson's little live fest here, and then we're going to see Globebusters' presentation, and we're going to see some of the other presentations, and whenever Team gets the opportunity to talk to us, we'll pump the audio from Team in here so you can hear what it's like to be down there live, okay? And all of that you just heard happened live. Team was down in the parking lot, and he was trying to walk back in, and a ding-dong walked up to him and said, yeah, I was a sex addict, I was a meth addict, and now I'm a flatty, and you would call me an idiot if you want, Team, and blah, 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 blah. Too freaking good, bro. Let's keep this going, though. Until we hear back from Team live, pumping audio to us live from Texas, we're going to keep watching this.
Right? All solar eclipses start in the west and go eastward. What? Map of the next 10 annual and solar eclipses, guys.
If you like what you see, support us. Subscribe, hit the like button. Those are free. And if you really like it and you want us to keep doing this kind of stuff, join the channel. Maybe donate on PayPal, whatever works for you. Streamlabs up and running. Everything's good. Let's keep this going. If we cut out, it's because we have a crappy connection. We're pumping in sources from all over. If we cut out, stay right where you're at. We might have a stream hiccup here and there, but it'll be okay.
Look this up yourself. Here's another one you could do yourself very easily. Impossibility number 3.
Well, hold on. This would be impossibility number 1, Nathan. You haven't shown any other impossibilities. The only thing that you've shown as an impossibility is your ability to learn, your ability to get the globe model right. So if you are going to show an impossibility number 3 for the globe, you better make it good, because everything you've shown up to now, we can debunk you on in a heartbeat.
You go to College Station.
Well, I did it live, but I'm saying.
Lay down on your back, look at the sky, pick out a couple stars. And then 6 months from then, lay on your back, pick out a couple stars, and see if they're completely different.
Nathan, you are not understanding the globe model. We can use computers to model how far a star is away and how fast the Earth is moving. We will see the same sky for hundreds of thousands of years, okay? And we can model that and prove it. We can prove that if the stars are as far away as we think, it'll be the same. This is dumb, Nathan. You a ding-dong.
Or all the same. And let's not forget, that sun is traveling 500,000 miles an hour, right? So we're January 1st, July 1st, could any of the same constellations be seen, guys? Yeah. Let's pretend that this podium is the sun. Nighttime's gonna be over here January 1st. Now I'm orbiting, I'm going around the sun. Now I'm over here, July 1st. This is nighttime.
Yeah, but Nathan, now if you move that podium 25 million light years away, you see where the problem is, Nathan? You're a ding-dong. That's the problem.
This should be an entirely different night sky.
No, it shouldn't. Not in the globe model.
Than what I saw over there, but it's all the same stars. The sky's a map and a clock. God said it's for signs and seasons, and every ancient civilization knew this. They were making maps of the sky. So, does the Earth spin? You decide. is here at the globe. Okay? This is the next thing I want to talk about. Downward curvature, tangent to our feet, in all directions.
I just thought about something too. If you are a drug addict that gets clean, do not let anyone convince you any crazy things about your reality, okay? If you are, let me say that again. If you are a drug addict that gets clean, like we just heard from the convention, do not let anyone convince you anything crazy about your reality. Factually, it takes a long time for your brain to heal after you stop using any substance that alters your brain. You don't want to allow someone to convince you of something stupid just because your brain is still healing from extended drug use. Okay.
Does anybody think there's curvature by show of hands?
Yes, I think there's curvature. I can prove there's curvature scientifically and factually, and you know it, Nathan, because Red's Rhetoric did it to you just a year ago.
Hands brave enough to admit in a room full of flat earthers the Earth's a globe? My man, same guy, good stuff.
Listen to what he says here. He says the most dishonest thing I've heard him say in a long time.
Good stuff. I'm proud of you. Okay, I'm glad you're here. You're going to learn so much this weekend. Promise you, dude. I did a speech in South
Well, we haven't learned anything yet, Nathan. You've been talking for half an hour. We haven't learned anything yet.
Korea, and there was one guy in the stands, and he was a Glober all day, right? And I went up to him before my speech, and I said, I'm going to flatten you during my speech. And I was just joking, you know, because...
I'm just you see how fucking, like, weird this guy is? How socially awkward he is? You see it?
I thought he was a staunch Glober. It was just like...
It's almost like he's doing a really weird comedy routine, isn't it? Do you get that vibe from him?
No, rejected flat earth. Because at this point, there are no globe earthers. There's just flat earthers and anti-flat earthers. And the anti-flat earthers just...
Do you see how that goes? Do you see what he has to do to the audience to keep them in the flat earth? There is no globe earther. There's only anti-flat earthers, when in all reality, it's the opposite. There are only globers and there are only anti-globers. There are no flat earthers, and you can tell that by hearing him talk. He hasn't presented any evidence for the flat earth. He's presented evidence against the globe that's all inaccurate. It's all a lie.
Just playing with themselves, guys. So...
Then he says the globers are just playing with themselves. This is what he's devolved into here, lying and insults.
But at the end of the thing, I wanted to do a selfie with all the flat earthers. And I said, hey, buddy, can you come take a picture? He goes, no, I want to be in the picture. I'm a flat earther now at the end of my speech.
No. I don't believe you, Nathan. For one, if this was true, you would have told this story over and over and over again by now. If that was true, you would have told this story over and over. You wouldn't have let any... No, this is a lie, bro. You just made this shit up. You just thought of this on the last minute.
Yeah, and we went out to dinner, and he's just shaking his head going, man, I got to unlearn everything I've learned. I go, I know, man. We've all been there, dude. It was funny to watch.
You know how he's lying? You know how he's lying here? Because he keeps telling the story like, then I go, then he goes, then I go. It's just pulling this shit out of his fucking imagination. This is not anything real that he's talking about.
So you're going to be a flat earther by the end of my presentation, by the way, just let you know. So here's the curvature, guys. The curvature chart. Pull up AutoCAD.
Okay. This is what I'm going to debunk him on using Red's Rhetoric discussion. Now, what is funny about what he's about to say? This is exactly what he tried to use as a gotcha moment in the debate with Red's Rhetoric that he had, where Red's debunked him and won the debate and destroyed him. Got me? He tried to use this same thing here a year and a half ago on Red's. Listen to what he says here, and then I'm going to play a clip. I've already got it prepped up for you from this, okay?
Vegeta, Pythagorean theorem, you're all going to get relatively close to...
And for everyone who's here, we are waiting for Team Skeptic. We just talked to him. We just pumped audio from the FEIC, from Team here. Team had to go talk to McToon. They're doing an interview right now. After that's done, Team is going to connect back to us, and we're going to keep this going.
8 inches per mile squared, which is also 0.666.
Nathan, 8 inches per mile squared, as you see here on your screen, is not curvature. That's not the calculation for curvature. Look right here. Do you see what it is? Here, let me zoom in so I can at least show it to people so you can understand it. Now, Nathan knows this. Every flat earther knows this. That's why all the flat earthers stopped putting out videos about 8 inches per mile squared. It's been fully debunked. 8 inches per mile squared is drop on a two-dimensional picture of a circle. That's this right here. You see this? It's a line that goes out straight from the top of the circle all the way out to form a square. And if you stop on this line at any point, 8 inches per mile squared goes down to here. Now, the other part of it, 8 inches per mile squared, is a parabola. It does not account for the height of the individual. So it's assuming that the circle is a complete circle. A parabola, if you don't know what it is this shape like this. See the shape my mouse is making? That means, just so y'all know, 8 inches per mile squared is a bold-faced lie. Now, the reason why Thompson is a liar is because he knows this, and he's still using it in front of these flatties to try to convince them. They know that they don't have any other arguments to use other than their debunked arguments. They're trying to keep every glober out of this thing, as we just proved with Team Skeptic. He's down there. They keep removing him from the thing. They keep trying to kick him out. They are keeping globers out when they shouldn't be able to do that. That's just bullshit. And they are doing it because they're lying to these flat earthers, and they don't want anyone standing up and saying, you're lying right now, Nathan Thompson.
Feet per mile squared, right? And the tilt, allegedly 23.4 degrees. The other angle on a 90-degree angle would be 66.6. And we got a sun, we orbit around at 66,600 miles an hour.
Do you see? Nathan just said that we are the ones making it about religion, that the globe is our religion. He's the one making it about religion.
And Big G is 6.67. I mean, all right, guys.
You hear the big act he's putting on? You know, you couldn't see him, but he goes, you get me? He's got to put on this act to try to keep people in the lie.
You feel my pain here? Here's an experiment any of you can do. Chicago, Illinois. This is famous.
This is it. This is it. Here he goes.
Guys, famous experiment. I've been there with Rick Hummer. Rick Hummer went there with Rob Skiba and did this. I flew in a
Wait, you went there with Rick Hummer, or Rick Hummer went with Skiba? Which one is
helicopter
it?
from Kenosha to Chicago from 52 miles away with an infrared camera. And just as we got above the tree line, you could see every building in Chicago from 50 miles away. I mean, so anyone can do this stuff. The argument here that I'm trying to make, guys, is that we see way too far.
No, we do not. Factually. You are using the wrong equation. There is an equation. Now, one thing that I have for any flatty that pops in, you can go, let me pull it up because I want to be able to show it here and there. Professor, I know what you're saying, Uni. You always bring up Professor Dave Explains too much. Well, I'm going to keep bringing him up too much because in this video, he debunks the entire flat earth model, every bit of it, every single thing that flat earthers say are debunked in Dave's videos about the flat earth. He's got 3 of them. You can find all of them just by searching his name. It is The Earth is Not Flat. The other one is Response to Globebusters. The Earth Still Isn't Flat. In this video, he tells you about the 8 inches per mile squared and shows you the real equation to calculate curve, and then shows you if you do use the real equation to calculate curve, then you will accurately be able to show how much of something disappears behind the curve, and it'll be right every time. B-Ball for life. Hey, dude. Thanks for the shout out, man. Bro, thank you for what you did yesterday. You completely outed Oakley, B-Ball. You are the man, bro. You are the man. You exposed Oakley. Can we all please just giggle at this car? This picture was just sent to me by Team Skeptic. At this very moment, this Ding Dong Mobile, yes, it is going to be forever known as the Ding Dong Mobile. This Ding Dong Mobile is in the parking lot at the FEIC right now. If you have Twitter, please do me a solid. Go to UNIRocktv on Twitter, FEIC flat earth at globe bust. Oh, did they block me? No, they didn't block me. Jeranism. Please give this tweet a heart and retweet it. Ding Dong Mobile at FEIC 2019 right now in Texas. These ding dongs actually drove this there. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Ready? Do me a solid. Go give this a heart and retweet it. I just tweeted it out. This is a ding dong mobile if I have ever seen it.
And what we do see, we see way too much of. And the globe earthers will explain.
When you use 8 inches per mile squared, an equation of a parabola, that you know what the ironic thing is? If you used 8 inches per mile squared to represent the shape of the Earth, it would look like this. Let me show you really quick. This is the ironic thing, Nathan Thompson. You are giving a equation that would turn the Earth into a disc. Come on, load, man. I'm live here. I'm live here. Get that off. Busy, what are you doing drawing P on the screen? What the hell is that there for? Oh, you were talking about Riley? Oh, okay. So here's 8 inches per mile squared. Now you go plug this in right now and see if 8 inches per mile squared is not a parabola. It's not the curve of the Earth. The Earth doesn't curve like this, does it, Nathan? And that's factual. So what is 8 inches per mile squared look like if it was the curve of the Earth? It would look like a disc. It would look like a disc, you ding-dong. So you're giving the equation for the curve of the Earth as a disc, saying that it debunks the globe. You're a liar.
This by telling you, what do they tell you guys? It's a, yep, good, excellent. You guys do your homework. I love this stuff. All right, so I'm just.
So did you hear them? They're literally like a cult, and they're literally chanting the lie. He has to program them with a lie so they never go and find out the truth that I just told you. Did you hear what he did? They are repeating the lie back to Thompson. They're officially a cult now. And Professor Dave says it the best way. He says, you're in a cult. Not the drink a bunch of Kool-Aid type of cult, but it's not too far off. That's Professor Dave's quote. Kristen, thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream team. Thank you for becoming a member of the Rocka Squad, my friend. Thank you. I can't make it without you guys, without my members. Thank you. Member the channel? I member that.
Do this math, find out how far it is, what's the curvature formula of the Earth, how much it should drop, but we see it. It's right there. And the news will tell you it's a mirage. There's no towering, there's no waving, it's not hovering.
Please listen extremely closely to what Nathan Thompson says here, because I am about to expose him as a bold-faced liar. Listen closely.
That's none of the characteristics of a mirage, but that's what they'll tell you it is. And then also,
Team should be in here soon. He is right now in the parking lot at the FEIC. We just talked to him. We're going to talk to him soon. Mofo, keep me updated.
Joshua Nowicki, this is that picture. Anyone can pull up on Google Maps and go to New Buffalo, pick this picture up, look at it, analyze it yourself. But that's from about 49 miles away, 50 miles away. The Joshua Nowicki's was even farther away. And with Joshua Nowicki's photo, the whole skyline should be 900 feet below.
Do you hear him? He just said that the skyline should be 900 feet below the curve.
Below Earth's curvature. So, I know all you guys...
Using 8 inches per mile squared, yeah, it would be that, because it's wrong.
You guys know we should see way too far. Just trying to cover the basics for someone who's new to Flat Earth and has...
He's just trying to cover the basic lies that you have to be convinced of to be able to believe. So let's see, Nathan. Let's play this clip where you tried to use this same thing on Red's rhetoric, and then let's hear what Red's proved to you with video evidence and actual back-upable science.
And let's add 6 feet for the height of the photographer. We come up with an estimate that the camera was at mere 29 feet above the level of the water of Lake Michigan. So
He's talking about this same
We
thing.
will subtract 7 miles from the distance above Lake Michigan. So the street level of Chicago should be 1,644
You hear him? It's the same thing.
feet.
I'm going to skip him saying the same thing he just said at the FEIC, but we need to hear what Reds says to him.
Below the Sears Tower was from 1970 above street level. However, the antenna on top of the tower brings the total height to 1,729 feet above sea level. So we're seeing all that, and it should all be gone behind the horizon. So I find that very interesting. And that took into account the height of the photographer, which is
8 inches per mile squared factually does not take into account many parts of the equation. So I don't know what you're talking about.
very easy to do, bro. You just plug in the numbers.
Listen to what he says to Reds. You got to hear
You're
this.
smart. You know how numbers work. That putting in a 6-foot observer is not impossible to do. Just grab some AutoCAD. If you don't know how to use AutoCAD, I got a buddy who's an engineer in New Hampshire.
He has a buddy who is an engineer in New Hampshire.
I'm sure Joshua James Bolero.
Joshua Gulinero, JM Truth. He calls JM Truth a professional engineer.
And he'll show you how to use AutoCAD.
Before anyone knew who the guy was.
I really do appreciate that, but
now listen to this epic debunking and this epic takedown. And then ask yourself why, if Nathan Thompson had somebody prove this to him back in February of 2018, why in the world is he still parroting this lie at the FEIC?
I actually
This year, today. Nathan did this today. Listen to what happened, and then you'll understand how dishonest and how much of a bold-faced liar Nathan is, and then I'll go into why he's lying.
have a different request. If you can please bring up objections that I haven't debunked on June 18th of 2015 going over the Chicago skyline observation. Let's go over.
Reds tears him apart. Reds just said, I've already debunked this back in 2015, and now I'm going to stomp you, fool. Listen.
Shall we? So here we have the Willis Tower. It's no longer called the Sears Tower, by the way, just a little bit of point of fact. We actually go over the complicated geometry and go over the numbers and plug in exactly what we need to plug in order to find out how much of the tower should actually be hidden by the horizon when we're looking at this image.
Now, what Reds does is shows him the real equation for Earth curve, shows him the math, the geometry, sources to videos that he can watch that go by step, each way for Nathan Thompson to calculate this himself, to learn the correct equation for the curve, and to be able to demonstrate that we see everything that we should expect to see on the surface of the Earth, if it's a globe, in this example.
This is the image that you were referring to, the Chicago skyline mirage image. We took a look at the number of floors, took a look at its height, took a look at what the difference would be when it comes to the hidden by the curvature, which would be 56 feet in this case. And we were also trying to figure out that at value would the atmosphere actually have to influence the light bouncing off of the Chicago skyline in order for us to actually see what we were seeing in the picture. And when we go through the math and we see, what we need to see, blah, blah, blah.
See, what Reds is doing is clicking slowly through a video that explains every detail of it so that Nathan, who then was, somebody just donated, it sounded like, hey, Beach, Nathan Thompson is so effing clueless. Beach, you are very much clued in. Thank you for donating on PayPal. It helps me to stream a lot more, and I appreciate you, and thank you so much. You just use Streamlabs, right? Or you use Streamlabs to donate. Puts the message right up on the billboard. Thank you, Beach. Appreciate you.
So let's go ahead and do a little bit of trigonometry. If you don't know trigonometry, I know a good guy that can help you out with that.
Reds flips it right back on Nathan, because Nathan tried to say, if you don't know CAD, I can get a guy who can help you with that. His name's JM Truth down in New Hampshire. And Reds is like, oh, no, thanks. I've already debunked this fully with all the math and everything you need. And if you need explaining it, I know a guy that can help you with that.
And going through trigonometry, we see that we have a refractive index of 2.76. The refractive index of 2.76 actually gives us a value of 0.12 degrees.
So the 0.12 degrees that he's calculating for is the refraction. So he's not only calculated the curve, not only calculated every single thing that you need to calculate on a globe to be able to see that we see exactly what we should expect from this. He's also calculated refraction for Nathan so that every tiny piece of it's done, and then provides the source links to Nathan so Nathan knows that this isn't a lie, that it's not something he made up, that it's true, it's mathematics, it can be used to demonstrate the curve anywhere on the earth and check it.
What this means is that the lights from Chicago skyline, in order to be observed from the observer from across the lake, would be 0.12 degrees. Are you telling me that the atmosphere, being a liquid medium, cannot influence light by 0.12 degrees?
Listen to what Nathan says. Listen to Nathan's response.
That is a pretty heavy burden of proof to bear. But hell, if you can prove it, I'll believe it. So please tell me, is it impossible for light to be bent by the air by 0.12 degrees, where even Flat Earther agrees that things like atmospheric, distortions actually do happen? That's diffraction, deflection right there, admitted by other Flat Earthers. Are you going to disagree with them now? 0.12 degrees. How do we explain how it's impossible for that to actually be an influencing factor?
Right. The whole entire skyline should be behind the curvature of the Earth. So I don't understand what you're talking about light and 0.012 degrees.
Do you see this? The entire skyline should not be behind the curve of the Earth, Nathan. Red's just demonstrated every piece of it to you in a way that you could reproduce.
The whole thing should be
That means atmospheric. Then let me explain, because obviously I was not clear.
The atmosphere is magically bringing the disappeared horizon around the curvature of the Earth? Is that what you're saying?
So wait a minute. Are you saying that light traveling through a medium and being influenced by that medium is magic?
No, I already told you that's why the sun doesn't shrink. So I'm just trying to understand.
Do you hear him? He doesn't understand anything about mathematics. But he luckily had Reds explain every detail of it to him and completely own him. So why is he presenting today at FEIC the same tired argument that's been debunked time and time and time and time again? He's lying to these people. He's straight lying.
And also perfectly flat horizon, guys. The Globers will tell you that it's 1 degree of Earth curvature for every 69 miles. But when we look at 69 miles on the horizon, there's 0 degrees of curvature. It's always a flat horizon. So I call it like a religion of doublespeak. If you've ever read 1984 doublespeak, they can't say 2 sentences without the second one contradicting the first. So there's that famous picture by Joshua Nowicki. That's where the curvature of Earth should be, guys. Nothing below this line should be seen if we were on a globe. And you know what I've heard? This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Sean Hawkins on YouTube told me, but we can't see it every day. I said, dude, you can't see your car in front of your house if it's foggy. If it's really foggy. You can't even see the street lights out in front of your house. Does that mean that overnight your Earth curved and then flattens out? The arguments are so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So I'll agree, you can't see it every day. It's because of atmospheric conditions. The only reason that globe earthers believe in an apparent curvature, an actual curvature, but it's apparent. It's an optical illusion.
Now, do you see the problem here, guys? Do you see why some of these people in the audience believe in a flat earth now? Because they have these guys lying to them, and they are abusing them. Not only that, not only do they lie to them about all of this, they combine it with religion while trying to make them think that we are using religion to draw our conclusions, when he knows that we're using science. I just played a clip for you of him getting owned by Reds in that debate. You know, the problem is he is a dishonest individual like the other flat earthers. Very dishonest. He won't admit that he's been debunked on this, and he won't even take it out of his presentation. He's too lazy. A long time ago, he went through all the things that trended in the flat earth and then used it and put it into a big presentation, right? And now, even if he's been debunked, even when people describe it to him, he just keeps doing it.
Happens for a number of reasons. You could have foreshortening. Smaller objects in the foreground causing larger objects in the background to disappear. There's something called wave shoaling, a lot of people aren't familiar with. With the tides, there could be bulges because of topography under the water.
He's saying there could be bulges because of topography under the water. I thought you just said that the water has to be flat, Nathan. I thought you said that water always finds its level. Why would it matter if there's a bulge under there? It's going to find its level. It's just going to displace it to the point where it needs to... Yeah, you're contradicting yourself every second here.
Water, so you think high tide is 3 feet, and it's actually 6 feet. And so you're doing observation.
Valor says, I feel bad. It's a black hole of ignorance. It is a turtle carrying an army of stupid people. Stick ding-dongs. Brain cream filled with pure creme fraiche.
And the
Very
numbers
true.
aren't correct because you're not aware of the wave shoaling. Then you have refraction. Also, glare in the background can cause objects in the foreground to disappear. You have
Okay.
inferior...
So what? That doesn't... You're literally just describing the globe Earth here. Okay? You're trying to make exceptions in these people's minds so they keep believing it's flat.
superior mirages. And so mist, dust, smoke, these are all reasons that things could disappear. How did I jump out of the presentation here?
You hear him? He's just off track. You got to stop smoking so much Chiba before you get up and do these presentations, Nathan. You're making it too easy on us, buddy.
And these are all reasons that things could disappear, but there's only one reason for... There we go. It's Earth curve. According to the Globers, there's no towering, there's no dust, mist, smoke, there's no refraction, it's just Earth curve. Go to the curve calculators. The only reason things disappear is not angular resolution limit, it's an orthographic...
Angular resolution limit. I mean, for God's sake, guys, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe Nathan Thompson getting up there and spitting out word salad that he does not understand? Or are you going to believe what we can show you, which is what Reds just schooled him on in this video, which is being able to calculate every single piece of it mathematically and predict it, and then go observe what you have done, what you have predicted, and see that reality comports with it. Only if it's a globe. Nathan is homeless. Nathan needs you to believe in the flat earth. That's why he puts all of this rhetoric into it. It's why he has to get you to believe it's some kind of religion for us. If you believe it's a religion for us, then it's just religion versus religion. Then you've got to pull out your wallet and say, I'm not going to get up in front of people and do what Nathan does, but let me give him some money so he keeps doing it. You get me? It's just a way for this homeless person to be able to pay for what he does.
Graphic Super Mario vision where they think that we could see forever and that there's no medium causing light attrition or the bending of light. It's got to get back to the basics with the atmosphere.
There's no medium causing the bending of light. No, that's actually what you argued to Reds, and Reds schooled you. You've got it all backwards. Why do these clips exist then, Nathan Thompson? What are you even saying here? That's the argument you made.
So
to try to defend what you were getting debunked on here. It didn't work. You were smashed. You were done.
don't let them strawman you with an argument, guys, that the Earth doesn't have an atmosphere because we live in a medium.
Don't now wait. Don't let the Globers straw man you with an argument that we don't live in an atmosphere, is what he just said. That's what he just said. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
And it's constantly changing. The Earth's atmosphere is a closed dynamic system, and the gas in it is inhomogeneous and anisotropic. So that means it's
Wow, so you could just get up there and say a bunch of big words. What does it mean, Nathan?
different in all directions, and it's constantly moving around. And so, yes, we have a gradient because temperature variance during the day.
We have a gradient because of temperature variance during the day, so what happens at night? Why do we have the same pressure gradient at night then, Nathan? How does that make any sense, ding dong? You are literally just spitting word salad at these people. Easily debunked word salad. This is bad.
So atmospheric conditions will change hour by hour, guys.
The heathen says, poisoning the well. He sure is. He sure is. He's trying to act like that's our argument when it's not our argument. If you do this enough to people that are just either too lazy or too resigned or too whatever it may be, if they're not going to educate themselves, then you can get some kind of flat earth priest to get up there and lie about the globe enough, and they'll start pulling out their wallets and paying $400 a ticket to go sit down and listen to this. Let that sink in again. These people paid $400 a ticket to hear this guy talk. I proved it. Let's just find the website. Some of you are going to say, Uni, they didn't pay that much money. There's no way they paid that much money, Uni. No, I already showed this. We tried to buy our own tickets for the FEIC. Team Skeptic's down there right now. We just heard from him. So let's see. Hold up. Sponsors, exhibitors, scheduled speakers. What? I can't get my tickets now. Register. Let's see if I can get my tickets. Yeah, look how much you got to pay. This is the only tickets that were open. This one and this one were the only tickets that were open for the last couple months to buy. So you could either pay $400 per person, or you could pay, if you had 4 or more tickets being bought at the same time, $800 for 4 people. So it's like buy 2, get 2 free, or you just go ahead and pay $400. So even at the bare minimum to get in, they're getting $400 from you. I just checked their website for the live streaming, and there was only 20 people watching. They only had 20 people watching their live stream.
Globers will tell you that's the Earth curve changing hour by hour. It's insane. Travis knows what I'm talking about.
Nobody knows what you're talking about because you're just talking a bunch of lies. Nothing you're saying it even equates.
Just reflected from a long distance over a body of water.
So what he does now, and I'm going to skip by it because it's boring and stupid, and we got other presentations to make fun of. So he takes different lighthouses. These are buildings that are designed to be seen from a very far distance away over the curve of the earth. And he tries to lie about how much of the lighthouse should be behind the curve and say that's because of a flat earth. That's what he does.
The week after I debated Mick West in Vegas, he changed his curve calculator website so that in
He's saying that he debated Mick West, and Mick West changed his curve calculator because Nathan beat him so bad. He's just a liar, y'all. How many lies do I got to catch this guy in?
red letters it says no to San Jacinto.
So Nathan thinks that on a flat earth, this giant mountain somehow having the bottom hidden equates to a flat earth. A giant mountain with the bottom of it only hidden, the bottom should never be hidden on a flat earth. It should just get smaller until it disappears. Everybody's smart enough to be able to see that. Just imagine an infinite plane and a giant mountain, and it just, you traveling away from it. When does the bottom ever disappear? It doesn't. It'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, and maybe, it'll get so small you can't see it anymore. But it doesn't mean that it's going to disappear from the bottom up. There's only one shape that does that. A globe.
Observing Mount San Jacinto. And I'll show you guys this. This will blow you away right here. It's 123 miles away during the day.
But the mountain is very, very high up.
Now let's flip on the infrared.
This has been debunked over and over and over. But I can debunk it right now. Why are you only seeing the tippity top of this giant mountain, Nathan? I thought the earth was flat. Why doesn't the mountain just get smaller and smaller and smaller? Look at how big that mountain is. That's giant. You can still see a huge amount of the mountain. On a flat earth, if this was disappearing in the distance, it would have to get really small before you stop seeing anything of it. They're trying to convince you that on a flat earth, it would disappear from the bottom. They're like acting like it's normal on a flat earth. It's ridiculous.
Bam. There's the whole thing.
The whole thing? No. There's this much of it missing. You're lying, Nathan. This has been debunked many times. The mountain goes all the way down to here. Where is all of this? Where's the rest of the mountain? You can overlay this. Simon Dan I think Simon Dan overlaid this mountain. If it wasn't him, it was another debunker. This is the very tippity top of it, dude. Seriously, it doesn't even look like it.
So infrared cuts through a lot of the atmosphere, and a lot of people are doing.
Well, wait, where's the rest of the mountain, Nathan? And why are you lying to these people and saying that that's the whole mountain? You could just tell by the picture you showed last that's not the whole mountain.
Conversions with their P900s and P1000s, just so they can get the infrared. Right here, 275 miles, bar.
Why wouldn't you just buy a better camera than a P900? I swear P900 has a deal with flat earthers to advertise that shit.
It's the world record photograph, guys. We're looking at 50,000 feet of missing Earth.
It's not missing. You are very high up in the air. Look, dude, I'd pull out the billboard of doom and I would debunk him. I'm just getting really sick of doing this. I'm getting really tired of having to debunk these guys over and over. I think everybody is. So if I'm here and I go up and 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 up, as I go up higher, I'm always going to see further along this curve if I just draw lines out, right? Eventually, I'm going to be able to see a mountain that looks like this over here. Eventually, as I go up, I'm going to see the top. You're never going to see the whole mountain. So there's a way to determine whether it's flat or round, and here's how you do it. If it's flat, you'll be able to see the entire mountain. If this was flat, and I was here going up, and the mountain's way over here, I should be able to see this whole freaking mountain from here. I should be able to see this whole mountain from here. I should be able to see this whole mountain from here, no matter how high I go up. Why is it we can only see the top of the mountain, but as we rise higher and higher and higher, more of the bottom comes into view? Well, Nathan, it's because it's not flat.
Curve. But you can't see it every day.
You can't see it ever. You can only see the tip of it.
Right? Here we go. World record microwave. Link distance.
Have I shown enough? How many lies have I caught the guy in now? Oh, here, let's see what he says about boats going on the curve, because this is easy. This is some easy shit. Even somebody that just got into debunking the flat earth will be able to debunk this whole thing about boats going beyond the curve. Let's hear what he says.
Guys, this is a 2-hour presentation. If you want me to come to your church, you want to come to your school, you want to do a presentation in your area, let me know. I got this all ready.
He'd love to come because he wants to be able to have somebody pay for him to sleep on a couch. He would love to come.
But
he hates sleeping outside. He cries. He lays outside on people's driveways and cries and cries and cries about it.
For time,
if you want to see the video, I think it's about 3 weeks ago on this channel.
I gotta cut it short, so apologize about that, guys. We got a ton of great speakers, though, by the way.
No, that's another lie. You do not have a ton of great speakers. A great speaker would be speaking the truth. We're going to show you their speakers. We're going to show you how bad they are. And hopefully Team Skeptic's going to jump in here again soon. And he is streaming LOL using Discord chat for Team Skeptic updates. Yeah, but you guys can still chat. Everybody can still chat in here. I don't mind that.
You guys are going to learn a lot. I know all these people personally, and they're ace. Everyone who gets on stage deserves it. They do a good job. So
very soon we should be able to hear some of Obinge's comedy routine. That'll be good. Let's go see what we can find really quick. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure we're not missing anything good. Like this that Team Skeptic just sent in. The Ding Dong Mobile. This is parked outside of the FEIC. The front of it's all freaking smashed up and mangled. And it says sea level. No curve. Why is it that everybody either has to be crashing a car or on meth to think that it's flat? My goodness. All right, let's see what we got here. FEIC, Thursday morning, 2019. 20 people watching. Let's see what people are saying here. The second law of thermodynamics ends all debate. The Earth is flat. It is over for heliocentrism. You'll all just look pathetic at this point. It looks flat. Is anyone else having trouble getting to view it? We paid $40 and they just keep repeating Landussi Schmidt. It's so frustrating. They didn't even live stream the debate. You see this? Hold on, I gotta tweet this out. Sorry, guys. I got to keep people updated on the inept flatties. FEIC 2019 made the flat ding-dongs pay $40 to watch a live stream of it, but just looped one presentation over and over, thus ripping them off. And there it is, the proof. And the proof is, anybody else having trouble getting to view it? We paid $40 and they just keep repeating Landucci and Schmidt. It's so frustrating. That's UNIRocktv on Twitter, by the way. Well, you see, the problem is, just not that long ago, I jumped in here and there was a bunch of people saying that the earth is round and these guys are idiots and ding-dongs. And they've kicked all of them out. Who would have thought? Owen Benjamin, live at the FEIC on Jaren's channel.
You know, and I was hanging out with some of my Mexican buddies, and I was trying to impress them with my...
Oh, God, this is going to be ding-dongy as hell. I want to see the audience. Show me the audience. Show me the audience. I want to see how many people are there. I want to see how many people are watching. And we already know there's only like 40 people there, but I want to see how many stayed for O-Bench.
Good to be here. Good to be here. It's been so fun being in a group of people where every person that comes up to me, you want to talk about interesting things, you know? Except it has been kind of weird how many guys have been coming up to me being like, dude, I don't whack off anymore because of you.
That's some grade A comedy.
I'm like, cool, man, good for you. He's like, no, I got to tell you my story. I'm like, stop!
Peak comedy, O-Bench. Peak comedy. My lord, you should put this into a comedy special. What a joke.
Back it off, man. That's cool. That's good to see. It's an interesting experience coming here. TSA is...
Team's back?
We've all seen it's gotten pretty intense. And I got selected. I got selected. They said a male-on-male assist. That's what they call it. They go, male-on-male assist. I'm like, it's about to go down, bro. And then you see some creepy dude putting on gloves. It's looking at me.
Team, you got to, you can't do Skype for me. Just jump in Discord and I'll pull you down into the mod room. Jump in the mod room for me, team. That way, you know, we can just make sure that it's only mods or anyone that can jump in while we're talking. But yeah, tell everybody in chat, if team's here, tell team to jump in the mod room and I'll jump right in and talk. Oh, hold on, let me move him down to the mod room. Team, I'm moving you down to the mod room right now. Well, I might have to restart Discord for it to let me in. Give me 1 second. I'm having some lag. All right, hold on, team. I got to restart Discord, and then I'll get in.
What's that, bro? You got the same guy. There's only one guy. But I like to flip it on him now. I don't like to be the victim. I'm no victim. Now when they come out, they're like, is it okay if I rub the inside of your leg? I'm like, you're goddamn right that's okay. And then
wow. Low. That sounds very hetero, O-Benj.
They do it. I go, look at me in the eye when you do it. I want to see your eyes. And they're like, you're good to go. I'm like, I'll see you next time, won't I, buddy? Man, there's so much we can talk about. It's like, what's that, bud? We never went to the moon? Yeah, we clearly didn't never went to the moon. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But that's a and I know how wizards work. That's how.
Okay, I'm in the mod room right now waiting for Team to jump in. I just saw Team try to jump in general. As soon as he jumps in mod room, we'll get updated.
It's as absurd as going up to a random girl in a bar and being like, are we going to have sex with or without a condom?
There's one person laughing.
Imagine engaging in that argument where it's like, well, I don't even know you, so condom. It's like, you've just accepted sex. You guys see how that works?
No, we don't know what. It's not, for one, it's not funny, Benj. And for two, we don't see how that works. We don't. I don't. This isn't good comedy.
It's the same with, did we go to the moon? I think we went to the moon. I don't think we. I'm like, what the fuck is a moon? I don't think you can even land on it, according to
This is cringy.
Dave Weiss. Yeah, give it up for Dave Weiss. Give it up for everybody that put this all together. This is magical. This is a beautiful experience. And, you know, it's
I'm waiting on Team, guys. Whenever Team gets in, I'm sure he's got to get a good connection and all that good stuff. Team, if you got to jump in general, I can pull you into the mod room myself, man. So let me know.
It's interesting being really tall. You know, I'm 6'8", which is just an absurd height. And little dudes always come up to me and they're like, hey, man, you play basketball? I'm like, no. They're like, you're wasting it. And then they get sad.
Karen B is also live. We've got too many of these guys live. We'll jump around and look at them here in a
I'm
minute.
gonna start going up to short people and being like, hey, man, you can shot.
He said his phone's dying, and we'll chat later. Gotcha, no problem. I'll be right here when you get back, Team. Let me know when you can plug in, and we'll connect with you.
Out of a cannon? That's what you should do. Do you make toys from Santa Claus with those little bitch hands?
Okay, this isn't funny. Let's see what else he does here. Let's see if this is worth their $400.
Someone gets them on video. And then the next generation,
Remember, they paid $400 to hear this.
the millennials, had, what do we have? We had, acid rain. You know, everybody's like,
Okay, we'll come back to Obenj.
Some people have mentioned, I think Matt Long was talking about this yesterday, that the Hebrew word NASA means to deceive. It actually has two different meanings, depending on how you pronounce the shin, the Hebrew letter shin. If you can see it there, it's the middle letter. It has a little dot over the...
If you want to join my Discord, you have to email me, UNIRocktv@gmail.com.
Top right.
All right, this is getting boring. This is getting boring.
here we have the Seattle Warhawks against the
Oh, no, don't do it, Owen.
San Francisco Sodomites now. Here comes the Tampa Bay Bolsheviks. Oh, they're doing a Bitcoin toss at the 50-yard line. Only one out.
You can't even tell what he's saying. The audio has to be just as bad there.
The kid can see the coin, Tom. Oh, here comes Joe Biden. Smell the kid's hair. Oh, Hillary Clinton just killed everybody in the stadium. Welcome to Bravo football. The only game where everybody loses every time. Here comes Netflix to debunk the flat earth, ladies and gentlemen. I never even watched that. People were asking me about that. There was something called like Behind the Curve or some shit. Why do you guys even watch Netflix anymore? Like, don't even worry about that shit. They're all liars.
Don't even watch it. They're all liars. Don't watch people that debunk it.
Y'all just
This isn't turning into a cult. They swear.
let it go. All I do is watch Little House on the Prairie.
I do like me some Little House on the Prairie, though. I won't lie. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. We've got a little bit of Globebusters presentation. Let's skip through it. Oh, by the way, Nathan Thompson, you are a deceitful liar. You are a liar. I've proven it now. I've caught you in at least 30 knowing lies that you know. See, it's hard to prove somebody a liar because he could just be confused. He could just be parroting something someone else has told him. But once you can prove that he has heard the other side and knows what it is, then if he does misrepresent the other side, like I've shown him doing, that's what makes him a liar, just so you know. The part about him being a liar isn't that he's talking flat earth junk. There are many people out there that parrot the flat earth stuff, and they're not intellectually dishonest. They're not lying because they see it as true. They think it's true. They've been deceived themselves. Thompson is not one of those people. That's what I've shown you tonight. In the same way we showed Nathan Oakley being dishonest last night and proved it beyond any shadow of a doubt with his own DMs and his own words. We have just shown that Nathan Thompson, it's almost like if your name is Nathan and you believe in the flat earth, you're going to be a liar, a bold-faced liar. Well, let's close these because the next video we have is the Globebusters presentation. Then I normally would try to go through some of O'Benj's performance, but it's so bad I don't even want to expose you guys to it. I don't even want to make you listen to this junk. It's horrible. Jaronism streamed? Oh, God, we got to see what Jaron did. Thursday morning, we've got... Oh, that's us. We've got O'Benj live. We've got, we'll find more. There's just too much of this dumb stuff. Owen meets actual scientists at the FEIC 2019. Oh, really? He did? Let's see.
Oh, by the way, subscribe to Lawn is Crushing.
This isn't any video of him doing it. Nathan Thomas confronts George Happen.
Is that George? I'm confronting him.
Oh, God, it couldn't be any coincidence that Nathan's getting drunk as a skunk, is it? You guys know, oh, his act is really bad, Leroy. And Leroy, thank you for joining the channel. What did I do? And Leroy, good to, man, you guys got some awesome signs next to your names. Thank you, guys.
Right now.
I'm going to be redoing the signs next to your name soon. And we have added other emojis. You've got a space comma. Oh, Kristen Frost Laser Beams just dropped the space comma. Owen meets space comma, says Kristen. Oh, he needs to.
I'm confronting him right now.
No.
Yeah, I will.
He's going to go confront him because he's got a little bit of courage in his. He's got a little bit of courage.
I will be easy. I'm just going to ask him about Brian Mullen and see if he called.
Are you live streaming?
Yes, I am.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Oh, see, at first he's like, no, don't, Nathan. And then he finds out he's live streaming. He's like, okay. Woohoo.
Everyone knows.
Woohoo, I'm 2 feet tall. It's me, the Frodo of Flat Earth. Dirt.
That guy. I have a question. The Board of... I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you call the Board of Civil Engineering to get Brian Mullen in trouble?
No. That's a rumor, that vicious rumor that was started by the guys at Globebusters and Anthony Riley.
There's a rumor that was started.
Yeah.
So you swear.
Look at this fucking little bitch, dude. Get out of his face, Nathan. My goodness, this is cringy as hell, but I love some cringe.
I swear.
All right.
Yeah.
What about...
You're just a bully, bro. You're just a little boomer bully. Why are you bullying the boomers, Nathan?
the science guy?
You just talked about religion, Nathan. Now you're going to bully the boomers.
I have no idea.
Do you know who called?
Why does it matter who called? If the guy is an engineer and somebody calls in and says he's not, they're just going to check and find out that he's an engineer. He's not going to get in any trouble. But if he's not an engineer and somebody calls and finds out that he's doing something wrong, then he's going to have to answer for it. It's a good thing if people call, isn't it? It's almost like you're trying to bully people into not calling.
I had someone...
You know who called, I can tell.
No.
You're lying to me.
Let me explain.
Wow, that's funny. He's saying he's calling someone a liar after what I just played for you. That's funny. That's funny.
And spoke with the secretary there. And there was a lot of discussion as to whether Brian Mullen was indeed
An actual
engineer. So I took it upon myself to check it out because myself being a PE, I knew nothing about reference moving in a...
I don't want to hear his explanation. I just want to see how Nathan reacts. I'm just trying to show you how much of a dishonest piece of crap he is.
Tell them what really on the video.
Wow, that was entertaining. Not. That's a bad joke, but it was pretty funny.
Research, everyone believes that the rocket hit something, but it just the yo-yo, the spin.
Guys, listen. If there are flat earthers in this chat, don't yell at them. Don't be mean to them. Just laugh at them over and over and over. Drop a bunch of LOLs. Everybody, you get a flatty in the chat, just drop the LOLs on them. Everybody tag their name, lol. That's how you handle a flatty.
Mechanism that the rocket has to self-oriented in.
Trust me, eventually they'll look back on it and say, hey, that live chat, they deserve to laugh at me over and over and over again. Someday they'll look back on it like that.
In space and, you know, stop spinning and getting crazy. But the same guys, they've been contracted by NASA after that rocket launch, and they launched this other one, which has something very special because they put the data that is coming from the rocket to.
Now, what is this guy talking about? I can barely understand him.
Of course, the rocket reached only 120 kilometers.
Yo, Treaty.
Well, Nathan was just trying to intimidate the guy. He wasn't trying to have a nice, normal conversation with him. He wasn't, you know, he's like, did you call to check if he was a real engineer? It's like, Nathan, what's the problem with that, dude? What's the issue there? Bob was lying about being an engineer. We have screenshots of Bob listing that he is a pilot and an engineer on Globebuster's page, telling people that he actually is one. And after he got called out for it, he changed his page. So it was a good thing for Bob to be called out. I think every flat earther should be subject, if they're going to make a claim that is anti-science and they can't back it up and prove it with the scientific method and submit it for peer review, but instead go around and repeat it over and over again like every liar does, I think they should be researched out a little bit to see if they're lying about being a pilot, if they're lying about being an engineer, whatever it may be. Because if they are going to be that dishonest to not use the scientific method, I think they should be checked into personally.
See what is the data that.
Nathan doesn't. So he wants to intimidate the guy. You don't call and check on flatties. You let flatties lie as much as they want. I'm Nathan Thompson.
It's coming from there.
120 kilometers. That's pretty freaking
so here's
high.
The altitude, the outside air temperature, and the airspeed, right? And look at the temperature, how it starts going down very quickly. And when it reaches.
So basically, they just also, I'm trying to show you, not only did Nathan Thompson lie his ass off and waste everybody's time with his presentation, that these good, gullible people paid $400 freaking dollars for. Not only that, but the Globebusters did too.
The maximum altitude.
Negative
really interesting.
250, negative 300.
This is in Fahrenheit degrees, by the way, right?
Negative 350.
And they activate the spin mechanism.
Negative.
Then they cut off the
negative
the
447.
feed, right? They editing this because it's supposedly for Red Bull or something.
Damn, Globebusters, that looks like a curve back there.
That the GoPro advertising, but look at now the temperature outside. It's almost 0 Kelvin degrees. So that contradicts all the thermosphere model that NASA is.
That contradicts all the thermosphere crap. Do you know that it's not NASA that puts that shit out, though? Seriously. And it depends where you're at, where the sun is shining, where if you're in the day, if you're in the night, what the temperature is going to be. It doesn't contradict damn anything. It just proves how stupid you guys are. These are the arguments you're trying to default back on at an international conference that you charged people $400 a ticket for. There are many explanations for this kind of thing. It's an extremely complex thing. It's not all just easy. This is very dishonest. You're just trying to find any you're pulling a Jaren. You try to find any little thing that you can question, but then pretend like that debunks everything, or is some kind of thing that you could lead to say makes it all a lie. All science is a lie. When it's just you misunderstanding it. It's you misrepresenting it. You got me? You're basically, and by doing this, can I make this point, by the way, Globebusters? By you saying that the temperature readings from this rocket proving that the current data about the thermosphere is a lie is admitting that you believe that this rocket really did get launched into space, right? By you saying that this disproves the thermosphere, you're admitting that this was really launched, that it really went up, that it really went through the thermosphere, that it really went into space. You got me? Then why is it that you're not going to call out all the flatties that talk about a barrier, that talk about a, what is it called? The dome. This should be, the fact that you guys are saying that this rocket's real and it's disproving the thermosphere means there's no dome. There's no container. Well, Bob is at that table, and Bob has been telling people that there is a container and that there is a second law of thermodynamics violation. You guys are contradicting yourselves. You're pulling one piece of data from this without looking at all the other things you've said. Then you move over to something else and you say, oh, look at this little piece of data right here. Yeah, we say you can't launch rockets into space, but this disproves the thermosphere. It's very dishonest.
Present us, or space agency present us as something that you go higher, you're gonna reach a gradient of lower temperature, and then...
No, that's not what they say at all, by the way. They say that some parts of the thermosphere can be a high temperature, other parts of the thermosphere can be a low temperature, some parts can be high energy, some parts can be low energy. They don't make any claim then say that all of the thermosphere is this degrees at all times. You know, they never say that. You're basically putting words into their mouths at this point.
Then suddenly it's going to start to rise up and you know, take these measurements about 200 Celsius degrees, something like that in the thermosphere. But this rocket reached the 120 kilometers and almost reached 0 Kelvin degrees. So what is important about this is that when you have this kind of temperature, if you have gases, you can convert those gases in super fluidic gases, right? So let me just play very quickly because I don't have much time.
I think you're a ding-dong, sir. I think you are a ding-dong who is lying and trying to put up pseudoscience-type presentations at the FEIC just so you can have some excuse to lull people into buying these tickets. That's what it seems like you're doing. Let's skip ahead to the other parts of the Globebusters panel. Please tell me Jaron is there. Please tell me that Jaron's ding-dong ass is on. Yep, he's there.
You're going to reach a certain point.
Okay, shut up.
These high-altitude shots.
I want to hear the other ding-dongs talk. I want to debunk the other ding-dongs. Look at Bob. Look at this idiot. He's wearing a lab coat. Bob is wearing a lab coat. The guy that talked the flat earth community into spending $20,000 so that he could buy a laser gyro and prove that there's no drift, who promised that if it did prove drift, he would stop being a flat earther, but then after it proved drift, he kept being a flat earther and lied about the results, has the nerve to put on a freaking lab coat and sit in front of a bunch of ding-dongs.
That some of the airplanes were actually flying and hitting something in midair.
The airplanes were hitting things in midair, Bob? Oh my God, I gotta hear this.
Talking about a specific mountain, but what do you guys think?
I agree with Jaron.
I can get down with that, Alyssa, yeah.
There just seems to be not that many people there. There just seems to be barely anybody here. I thought Jaron had 140,000 subs. I thought Globebusters had 50,000. I thought Karen B had 12. Are you telling me you only got 32 people to show up for this shit?
Potential going on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But
now let's hear scientist Bob. He's a scientist. If you can put on a coat, you become a scientist. Let's hear scientist Bob's explanation here.
But on the other hand, I also think that, you know, there were certain reports, like when Admiral Byrd went down there.
Oh my God, he's talking about Admiral Byrd in Antarctica. Good Lord, talking about Admiral Byrd in Antarctica.
You know, to do some of his missions down there, and there were reports that actually made it into, I think, some of the Argentinian, maybe Peruvian newspapers.
Why do you think it only made it into the Peruvian newspapers? Why wasn't it in the newspapers all over the damn world, Bob?
That some of the airplanes were actually flying and hitting something in midair.
If an airplane hit something in midair, then Professor Byrd would be dead. he wouldn't have come back from his mission, Mr. Ding Dong. You know what? I'm calling you scientist Ding Dong from now on. This is the dingiest, dongiest thing I've ever seen. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. Philosopher said the rest of the followers are too broke after he already took their money. They couldn't afford to go there. Good point. Yeah, after he got a $20,000 gyroscope, they most likely were too poor to show up. You're right. Yeah. R Top says, I feel like my head is spinning, lol. Yeah, when you hear these ding-dongs pseudoscience out for too long, you just might turn into a flat earther. I mean, hell, you might get caught up. You might spin your head a little bit, right? Good, my dear man, said Disco Duck. They really have nothing new at all that hasn't been discussed in the last few years now, said Dion Sadao. And that's why they only have 30 people there. Exactly. Flat Earth People Finder, it's harder to stumble across it, but the content can still be found. All my stuff is tagged for Flat Earth, said Jim. Is that Jim Panda? Jim Panda, you get a wrench in here. My goodness, that debunk that you did on the funny thing that happened on the way to the moon is one of my favorite documentaries on YouTube. You need to come stream with me sometime, man. I want to talk to you just about that. I want to interview you about that funny thing happened on the way to the moon thing. If you ever have time, let me know, man. You need to join my Discord. I need to get you in. I want to get you on my show. Why would he need to wear a lab coat at a conference? Well, it's pretty obvious. He wants people to look at him with authority. He wants people to look at him and assume that he knows something, and assume that he has some type of authority to wear the lab coat. He doesn't want people to think that he went to a costume shop and bought a lab coat. He wants them to think he's a scientist. He's a scientist, Bob. We got Sand Groper says, oh my God, Mars shot the Earth and broke the land masses and the core, some of, poured out into space and cooled and formed the moon. But Mars hit the North Pole, the molten core poured out the South Pole. I have no clue if you're speaking some type of strange fictional thing that happened or not. Let me know, please. Remember, if we end up seeing any flat earthers in the audience, make sure you tag their name and type this. So I'm going to put @flat earther, but whatever their name is, you put @ their name and then you type this. LOLOLOLOLOLOLOL space LOLOLOLOLOLOLOL space See it? I just typed it in. Make sure you do that if you see any flatties in the audience.
And it was assumed at the time that Hitler had perfected his shielding technology. Now, whether that was the case or checked out, or they were...
Oh my God, Philosopher, that's so true. Philosopher of Nonsense says, the problem is that Bob is wearing the lab coat like a shirt. Proper attire is a button up underneath. He's wearing it like a bathrobe. And I bet he really doesn't have anything under it either. I wouldn't be surprised.
And maybe, who knows, maybe that was where that reference originally came from, and then they kind of backpedaled and said that, well, we're going to call it multiple mountain ranges a dome to kind of, you know, camouflage.
Oh my God, it really is Jim Panda. Dude, and also, dude, that Riley video, Entirely Riley, was a work of art, Jim Panda. Was a work of art. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me know, how good is the quality on this live?
Sand Groper says, I wonder if he is a Freemason. I don't know. Bob's a little too paranoid to be a Freemason, but I think he'd be, if they offered it to him, I guarantee he would join. Yeah.
Versus, I can record Owen straight to the hard drive and then upload it, and it'll be much better.
My question kind of segues from, or stems from, Cammie and Zach's presentation earlier today. One of the things I'm curious about is the dome. If the dome brings people to basic more than, I mean, it's just, if you can't recognize there's a dome there and have to question everything, you're lost, I think. One of the things I'd love to see are stars, even in this image behind you. These high altitude shots, I'm never seeing stars. Something else I'm never seeing is the sun and the moon together for that. I never see them close in proximity to one another. I don't know why, but I'd love to see that somehow. The dome itself, I'm so happy that you brought this up. This was my question for Mark Sargent this morning, but I didn't get to it. I got his card, I got that.
There's like that one kid over there like, these guys are my heroes. I gotta film them. They're my heroes. Oh my God, is that really Bob the Noodle Nodell up there? Oh my God, I gotta get pictures of him. He's my hero.
The question is this: how high do we suppose that is? Because 120 kilometers is what that video just showed when that rocket embedded itself into something. One of the things.
Do you hear? Do you hear him? They showed a video of a rocket going up. Now, anyone that actually wears a lab coat knows that rockets deploy a tether system to stop themselves from spinning rapidly once they get up into space, right? So after they hit a certain point, they deploy a tether system. This has been debunked 1,000 times, damn it. What the Globebusters are doing is lying to the audience and saying that this rocket hit the glass dome. This was been on YouTube since like 2014 or something. It's been debunked so many times. You can slow the video and you can see where it's deploying the, I forget what they're called. I think it's called a tether system. I could be wrong there. But they deploy these things out and they counter the spin, right? They shoot these strings out. They're like long strings with something on the end. It goes out and they somehow counter the spin to the rocket. Bob and the Globebusters played the debunked video and pretended like it got stuck in the damn glass of the dome and that the world is hiding the dome from people.
Things that really set my mind reeling months and well, almost 2 years ago now. But when I see 120 miles and I compare that.
It was 120 kilometers, you freaking ding dong. What do you mean 120 miles?
As a ratio to what I'm seeing on Chris's model behind
Gary.
120 kilometers across, say, the state of Arkansas where I'm from is a tiny fraction of that model that I'm looking at. So if I was to turn that vertically and look at it up and down, it's a ton. The models that we're seeing.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Outside the rocket, at that supposedly temperatures, in the vacuum of space, they still have water, stick to the outside of the rocket, or maybe some change of temperature that produced that. I don't know.
The first thing I thought of when I saw that was someone that referred to himself as living water appearing in a room through a solid wall. It's just what I thought of instantly. I'm so sorry I took so much.
Oh my God, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You guys are freaking stupid.
So yeah, let's try. And then when you deal with
80 kilometers, 90 kilometers.
Yeah, right up in that zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and then when you deal with things like in the firmament, like for example, some people are triangulated.
He just said the firmament.
The
Yeah,
sun,
but
the moon, and essentially
go check one
Shut up. Quit talking, whoever's filming this. I want to hear him.
of the videos I uploaded that was not
No, we're not checking anything. I want to hear Bob.
a live stream. Like the quality
Shut up, you ding dong.
conversation one or
as part of it, or there could be this crystalline structure. It's really hard to say, but all things can easily combine to give us an apparent position.
So, why is Bob not telling people that he has measured the rotation of the Earth when we have a documentary that he admits they didn't coerce him. He admits that he said these things. He's dishonest as can be. I did a video, Globebusters Busted Hiding Evidence of a Globe, where I showed you that Bob, not when he found out about the 15 degree per hour drift that he measured with the gyroscope, he was sitting around drinking beer with Nathan, I forget the dude's name, and I think that what's the rapper, the flat earth rapper, what's his damn name? ODD or whatever. He's sitting around there and he's like saying to the guy, now our initial finding is that we've got a rotating Earth at 15 degrees per hour drift. We can't tell people. It'd be a bad idea if we tell people right now. We'd be in hot water, man. And then you got people like Vegan Freaking Warrior calling Bob. I got this in one of my videos. After Bob detects the drift, Vegan Warrior calls into Globebusters and calls Bob a shill. Why'd you have to do the documentary, Bob? You're a shill. You detected 15 degrees per hour drift, Bob. You're a shill. So these guys are just freaking, they're just ignorant ding-dongs, guys. They are dishonest. Even if they flew them up into space and showed them the curve, they'd land them, they'd walk out, people would run up with their cameras. Bob, did you see the curve? And he'd lie to them and say, well, I think NASA, you know, they took the windows of the airplane and the spaceship that we were in, and they superimposed what looked like a curve onto the window, so that, you know, it was like a LED screen of some kind that blended in and made it look like a window, man. He would say anything he could to keep his belief going. Why, though? He's got a lab coat on. He's a scientist. Why wouldn't he tell you the truth? Because he gets money. Each one of these ding-dongs sitting there is a $400 ticket. I just showed you the webpage.
Combining full.
On the moon, and there are really powerful sources of light, of radiation, but we are still inside of our container.
Who are you? What's your qualifications, Eru? What are your qualifications to be able to tell us if there's a container, if there's not a container? What are your freaking, like, what have you accomplished? Where's your Nobel Peace Prize? Where's your, award for changing the face of science by discovering all these new things and following the scientific method and doing it the right way? Because I'm telling you guys, anybody can get up on the screen and say anything. How do we know Eru isn't just up there rambling his ass off?
So maybe that's why we can't see it. More than that, that is my opinion.
So did you hear what he just said? He said we all live in a container and then tried to give reasons for why we can't see the container. Maybe that's why the container's invisible. I don't. It's an invisible container, but there's a container up there, I swear.
The astronauts give very in-depth testimonies on whether they see stars in the sky or not.
That's because if a sun is in your visual frame, the sun's very bright, you ding-dong. You're not going to see stars when the sun's in frame. We don't see stars during the day on the Earth. Are you trying to tell me, Mr. Ding Dong on the stage next to Eru, are you saying that we should see stars during the day? And if this is true, if the astronauts should see stars on the moon or in the spaceship when it's facing the sun, why don't we see stars during the day when the sun's in the sky? You see how it's the same concept? But you're so stupid.
But then again, yeah, and of course, last thing would be, you know, we know that it is ridiculous to assume that we can have an atmosphere that, you know, it's 14.7 psi at sea level next to a 10 to the negative 17 torr vacuum.
No, it's not. You are an idiot. That's why we have a gradient. We can see, we can measure the gradient. The only time it becomes impossible for us to have an atmosphere next to the vacuum of space is if you're lying about there not being any gravity. You ding-dong.
Is absurd in many ways, and that tells us that, you know, me anyway, that there's got to be a
I might even get it.
It tells me anyway. Do you see the very slick word games they're playing? Well, I mean, it tells me anyway. Do you remember when these guys used to do their speeches? They never said that. They never said what Nathan Thompson said earlier, which was, it was his opinion. And they never said what Bob's saying now, which is, to me anyway. These are all just their little legal speak. They've been debunked, and now they just are starting to present this as opinion. They present long lines of garbage, then they try to present it as freaking opinion now. Because of how much they've been debunked. Oh, God. Okay. Well, look, you paid $400 to get into this convention. You better be allowed to ask some questions.
What I wanted some, I guess, back and forth on some kind of trying to get away from the, here's how it was, read this, and this is how it's always been. Reading that book from 1,000 years ago, which just has hundreds of books removed, et cetera,
What book are you reading from 1,000 years ago? And maybe that's the problem, ya ding dong. Maybe you should read the scientific books and go to school and study some science from the last year. Maybe you should stop reading books that are 1,000 years old and then getting confused about science, sir.
How can we connect these things, and how are we properly freeing our mind if we're going back to Bible mentality of that's what it was always done, that's what we read, and that's what you have to go look back to. On the second point, couldn't we just simply, to prove this flat earth model, take a boat ride around the equator, measure that? If you go more northern, take a boat ride around, it should be a smaller circumference. If you go south of the equator.
Well, that does happen. Why won't these guys do this? You should never wrap around the earth if it's flat. You get me? You should never wrap around the earth if it's flat. Why don't Bob and Jaron take all these thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars that they're making from this bullshit and actually just go on a damn boat ride for a while? If Magellan could do it, if Christopher frickin' Columbus could do it, what's stopping these ding-dongs from doing it in 2020? They won't do anything that's going to disprove their bullshit. The last time they tried, they got filmed by a documentary film crew. You guys are acting like you... Did you hear Owen Benjamin, for God's sakes? I just played it. I just played Owen Benjamin. Remember what he said, though? Did you hear what he said to these people? He's up there telling his comedy special, and he goes, hey, didn't you guys say you might have seen this, like, Behind the Curve on Netflix? Huh? Why are you watching Behind the Curve from a bunch of liars? Guess who's in Behind the Curve, Owen Benjamin? Guess who the only people are that are in Behind the Curve? Bob. So Bob's a liar. Jaron. So Jaron's a liar. Mark Sargent and Patricia. So they're liars. Is there anyone else in that movie anyway? I thought that whole movie is Mark and Patricia in the beginning. Then they go into Bob doing his 15-degree-per-hour drift experiment, proving the globe. Then they go into Jaron trying to come in and like, I know Bob just proved the globe. I'm going to prove that it's a freaking flat earth right now with my ding-dong experiment. And at the end of Behind the Curve, Jaron proves the globe with his experiment. Interesting, remember? Isn't it funny that Obenj gets up on the screen? Isn't it funny that he gets up there and says, don't watch Behind the Curve. They're all liars anyway. The only ones in Behind the Curve are them. You're calling the flat earthers liars, Obenj.
Take a big boat.
What are you doing? What are you showing me? What's up?
Boat ride around and measure that and be much bigger than the equator in terms of circumference. I've always thought that. Want to know what you guys think?
Can I answer the first question?
Absolutely.
FDFE, what's up, bro? He wants me to look in any specific place. Look in Discord. FTFE, type me where to look in Discord, man. And I'm looking in general right now. I can switch to live stream if you want.
I am a Bible believer and I am a Christian. But I understand where you're coming from. I still think, even though I believe that the Bible supports the flat and stationary earth, I still think.
Okay, while I try to find what FTFE sent to me, I'm going to jump in and we've got a clip of Karen B, Bigfoot hunter, and wait, shit, is this not from the FEIC though? Oh no, this isn't. I don't think it's from FEIC. Okay, never mind. We'll get back. What? DMs? Okay.
I think that the flat earth needs to be founded on observations, testing, the grassroots movement. That keeps it so that flat earth doesn't just become another religion that can be controlled. It's by the grassroots movement that's free.
Allie,
even you could go out
that one's
and
not that Jesus-y. Come on.
And so that's
know
my
what I'm
personal
saying.
feelings about it, that we still need to maintain a basis on observations and experiments at every single person.
FTFE is typing to me right now. Give me 1 second. I'll let you guys know. We're going to let this ding-dong act like a ding-dong while FTFE hooks me up.
Here can perform. And
I think that's the great thing about YouTube is that you have all those options to you. You know, there is channels like mine where
That guy is named Ben from Taboo
because this is the exact reason
Conspiracy,
that Ben just said.
and he
There's
has
channels
some
out
of
there
the
that
best
you can watch that
videos
do follow
for to show
and we can
new
all come to
people.
it together because we're all seeing the same thing, right? So I think it is, available. As far as your idea about taking a boat, I mean, if you look at just the map there, there's really no path
The officer's decisions is about the criminal charges being a civil matter. What am I missing here? Oh, about JM? Are you talking about JM? Oh, snap. Oh, okay. Sorry, bro. I got so much stuff coming in at me that I forgot what story we were on. Okay. So FTFE says that you're interviewing JM Wednesday? You're interviewing JM Wednesday? Dude, that's awesome. Okay, FTFE is interviewing JM Truth on Wednesday, and he said the officer's decision is overturned on it being a civil matter, and they are going to file criminal charges. He says he's going to blow the whole thing wide open. Oh my God, bro. I can't wait. How long until Wednesday? How long until Wednesday? So in like 6 days? Oh, snap, man. Okay. Come talk this weekend with me, and we can do like a catch up on the whole thing for everyone before the interview on Wednesday, if you want, man. Be freaking awesome. Just let me know a day this weekend when you're not busy.
That a boat could take.
So supposedly JM Truth is going to come in with the 1-2 punch on the Grand Theft Flat Earth story, and he's going to go charge Shelly for stealing some of his shit. Fight the Flat Earth is going to have the full story Wednesday when JM Truth busts in and drops everything on everyone's heads on FTFE's channel. All right, dude. Well, shit. Let's do Friday. Is that cool? All right, Friday. I've confirmed FTFE on Friday. We can do it whatever time is good for you, since your time is later. Just let me know and I'll schedule it in. Okay, so here's what's up. On Friday, so tomorrow night, here on UNIRock 2, FTFE is going to come in, and hopefully Team can come in too, but with Team doing his undercover work at the... with Team Skeptic doing his undercover work at the FEIC, Team might not be able to make it tomorrow with me and FTFE. But FTFE, hey, it's going to be lit. That's right, FTFE's in the chat right now. FTFE's going to be here tomorrow. I'll schedule it in after I want FTFE to decide a time that's good for him, because he's at later time zone than us. I don't want him to have to stay up till 5 a.m. or some shit. We might be live a little earlier tomorrow, but we're going to get FTFE in. Me and him are going to go through all the freaking Grand Theft Flat Earth BS, and then we're going to up everybody so that on Wednesday everybody's caught up, everybody has every bit of information, everybody's good to go, so that when JM comes in on Fight the Flat Earth on Wednesday, we'll be able to know, like, you know, if he's BSing, if he's being real, you know, we'll all be one step ahead for when JM comes and talks. And hopefully when Fight talks to JM, maybe Fight can put in a good word with to JM from us, so that, you know, JM will, maybe he'll trust us a little bit too, and we can get JM over here to talk. Because I would be super nice to the guy. I'd never troll him. I'd never be mean to him. I've interviewed all kinds of people that don't like me or that disagree with me. I've had this one guy, there was this guy named Pamphlet Anon that I was accusing of being QAnon for like a year or something, and I interviewed him on this channel. I was super nice to him and talked to him for a good long time and all that. I mean, I will never be disrespectful or unprofessional to somebody who comes on my show, because I want to have a level of trust whether you are disagree with me or not. So hopefully JM will come and talk here too. That would be like the perfect sum up. But of course, after FTFE and after he has a chance to put his stuff out, look, hey, JM, I don't know. You could be watching right now, dude. You gotta, after you go on FTFE, you might want to come over here and get more people behind you. You might want to get more people behind you on taking that Shelly down, man. You know, You want to get the whole community on your side. Historically, you'll get the community on your side if you come on UNIRock. This is like that secret spot. This is like the underground spot, right? Over here at UNIRock, people don't realize that we kind of set the stage sometimes for these kind of things. JM, you got to trust me, buddy. You need to come here after you go on FTFE Wednesday, all right? It'll help out your reputation. It'll help you get more backing from the community. Come on, bro. Oh my God, these guys are going to do some kind of ding-dong flat earth musical freaking performance. Oh my God, they're literally going to ding-dong on things. I can't wait. Ding-dong, flat earth, ding-dong, flat earth, ding-dong, flat earth, where the ding-dongs up, the flat earth. That dude's actually really good at that. He's really good at that whistle thingy.
Yeah, what is it? Measure. Oh, okay. So, gotcha.
We swear that the earth is flat. Those globers suck.
Yeah, man.
Karen B is cool. UNIRock sucks.
He's really...
Dear Lord, only at the Flat Earth Convention. Only at the Flat Earth Convention. Hello, I'm Daryl, the Flat Earth t-shirt wearing guy. Yay! Nobody, guys, be cool around Daryl. Daryl gets too excited. Damn, how long you been wearing that Flat Earth shirt, Daryl? Looks like you went through a freaking, you went mudding in that shirt, bro. Looks like you've been riding your bike through a mud pit, bro.
I feel good now that the presentation.
Yeah,
I've been stressing good. I've been stressing like for weeks.
The Flat Earth International Conference, where the weirdest people in the world all collaborate for one weekend out of the year, if they have $400 to spend. Man, I've been saving all year to come down to this Flat Earth International Conference and act weird in front of you guys. I've been saving all year for this shit.
Excuse me. Feel a lot more relaxed.
Excuse me, Daryl. Are you the famous Daryl?
It's like a huge weight off your shoulders.
Like getting rid of a mortgage.
Dude, seriously. Yeah.
I like eating my FEIC badge.
Tasty, yeah.
It tastes good.
Exactly.
I love the name. I love it. Blue Marble, right?
I love your name, man. That Blue Marble. Man, this thing tastes good. I love your name, guys.
You're the Blue Marble guy? It's your real last name?
It is.
Yeah, you're here to do...
Yeah, it's your real... I swear, I know it's your real last name, man. And damn, you guys, the flavor is so good this year of these FEIC badges. It's such a good flavor.
The Blue Marble work, right?
Certificate, yeah.
I'm here to do the Mary work.
Absolutely.
You know who she was. Remember that guy?
I'm here to do the Mary work. You know, I'm going to try to eat everyone's badge. Just, you don't want to get too close to me. I will eat your badge.
The guy who died, Jesus.
I'm not crazy, bro. I'm not crazy, bro. Let me taste your badge. I'm not crazy, man. That's a nice last name you got.
You want to call it
like that, you know.
And you're here to do M-Cloud work.
Yeah.
Ace work. Very cool. Did you pick that name? Or your mom?
Did you pick that name? Can I taste your badge, sir?
I know it's one. Do you know what your card is?
Card?
Your card, which ace you are?
Dude, I don't wear a bra either. I swear, man. I just like eating badges. I ate my bra too. It's just, it tasted good, dude.
I would go with spades. No.
Dude's like, oh, I can't move the camera from the boob. Can't move it.
Hearts. I'd go with hearts.
Oh, here comes another flat earth expert over here. Another flat earth expert coming in. Let's see what he's got.
Both of them?
I got 3 more badges. Did she eat your badge? I got a replacement badge for you. Whose badge did she eat? I got the replacement badge.
Your gut said power and your heart said love. Yeah.
Your gut said eat the badge and your heart said love.
Yeah.
Powerful love.
Yeah, I love it.
August 1st.
Oh, 8-1. Very cool.
Yeah. I'm in a numerology too.
I can make fun of flatties all day. Oh my God, it's D Marble. It's like a celebrity. Oh my God, it's like they caught a celebrity on the screen.
Lost your lady, man. She's got bad.
We're team players down there.
Yeah, first lady I ran into though.
What is it now? What is it? Way. What? Is it? That's Nathan Thompson's? His latest video? That's so dumb. I'll look for it. I'll go to his channel.
Super nice. She's selling her tripped out.
Hey, did Blue Marble lose somebody?
Super extended band. She's been living out. I guess she got an RV.
Hello, ma'am. I've never talked to a woman before. I came to the FEIC. Can I talk to you? You're a woman. I've never talked to one before.
Carrie?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, I got all these badges. I bought a bunch of them. Does that mean I can talk to a woman?
Yeah. I told her, dude, you gotta try to sell it here. So we've been trying to sell it for 6 months.
Absolutely. Yeah, Carrie, she's good, man.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. She talked to me.
She's come out to come visit us at the RV.
It's the best moment of my life. I'm gonna come to every Flat Earth convention now. The one day out of the year I get to talk to a girl.
Oh, cool. Around the same area.
If only I could be like Nathan Thompson.
Yeah, she travels a lot.
Were you here last night?
Last night, yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what I didn't expect? Owen to hang out as much as he did.
Yeah, he was all hanging out.
Most celebrities are like, yeah, okay, I did my thing, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like us.
He's pointing. What are you pointing at, big guy? What are you pointing at, dude? What's going on here? Like the other dudes back here, like, when is it my turn to talk to the girl? Hurry up, man. You're taking all the girl talk time.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I think
Oh, shit.
I didn't get it.
Like, dude, I'm D Marble. I talk to all the flat girls. There's a flat girl around, she's gonna talk to D Marble.
I haven't yet. I saw him around. We had that security briefing to let us know, we hear the code word blue.
Code word blue. You had a security briefing, and if you hear a code word,
hit the deck.
Holy shit, they told the flatties that if they hear the code word blue, oh my God, I just had the most horrible fucking idea. Oh my God, Busy. You have to keep me in check, Busy. I had a real bad idea just now. I don't care. It's a good one. It's a good idea, Busy. We need to let Team Skeptic know that I've been doing recognizance work, and I just found out that D Marble said that all of the flatties at the FEIC, if they heard the word blue yelled out, that's the code word for all of them to hit the deck, bro. We need to get some cameras. We need to get Team to run in the front door and scream blue, and then just film everybody hitting the freaking deck. It would be so good, dude. Somebody needs to let Team know the code word at the FEIC all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If anyone screams blue at the top of their lungs, that's the code word for all the flatties to hit the deck. D Marble just said it. Hold up. I want to remind it. I want to hear it again. I swear that's what he said. I swear that's what he just said.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
I haven't yet. I saw him around. We had that security briefing.
We had that security briefing. Uh-huh.
We hear the code word blue.
If we hear the code word blue,
hit the deck.
Hit the deck. Oh my God, would that not be the best thing that ever freaking happened in the world, man? Because there's nothing wrong with screaming the word blue. And how ding-dong is your conference that you're going to pick a common word like, how do you know someone's not just going to be really loud and someone's not going to ask them their favorite color? And for God's sakes, you're talking about flat earthers. They love talking about blue marbles and shit like that. I mean, my God, bro. Somebody's eventually going to yell the word blue at a flat earth convention, so they can't get mad at Team if he does it.
Owen was just sitting in the back by himself, like, seems like pretty down our dude.
Yeah, I'm taking Bob to go get some videos. So, check you around later. Yeah, man.
I shook his hand. I'm never going to wash this hand ever again. Hurry, I gotta run. I gotta get a plastic bag and wrap it around the hand. I need 3 rubber bands, Mom. D Marble shook my hand. I gotta preserve it.
It was D Marble, guys. Sorry.
That was D Marble, guys. Sorry, I gotta go get a plastic bag and preserve my hand. Just shook D Marble's hand, guys.
I wasn't holding the camera all in his face, but you know.
I didn't want to scare him off. He lives in a van down by the river. I didn't want to scare him.
Does anybody have any hard drugs?
There anybody got any crack? He said it, Busy. I didn't know. I wasn't making fun of him. No, that's what he said, Busy. I wasn't making fun of him. I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to make you hear it. Busy thinks I'm making fun of the guy. He said it, Busy. Hold on.
Does anybody have any hard drugs?
Anybody got any hard drugs? I just shook D Marble's hand. I got a party. Now it's time to party at the FEIC with the hard drugs. Give me some crack. Give me some crack.
Yes, I'm looking for hard drugs, please.
We know, sir. We understand. If you're at the FEIC and you shake D Marble's hand, more than likely you're looking for hard drugs. Okay, we get it.
I live a life on the edge.
I'm living on the edge. It's right next to Antarctica. You got to be careful on the edge. You might slip and fall off. Give me some drugs. Give me some drugs. Hey, this is live. Leave me alone. I am not being mean. This was live.
Don't do drugs. Actually, cocaine's kind of a...
Cocaine's one hell of a drug after you meet D Marble. Who's got it? Who's got it? Somebody tell me where to go to get it.
Of everything.
That literally explains everything we've seen tonight. That 10-second clip explains everything we've seen tonight.
Yeah, speaking of
crack.
I actually stopped smoking weed. I probably smoked weed about 3 times in the past 2 years.
Once you get on those hard drugs, you don't want weed no more.
And I don't know. I don't miss it. I just don't.
I don't miss it. I miss the crack. Where's the crack? He said it, not me. He said it.
I like dreaming, being able to meditate and actually do stuff like astral project.
I can't astral project without the meth, man. Where is it? I want to do my astral projecting.
You know, all that new age warlock kind of shit. What time's Owen on?
Who cares about Owen? I need the crack.
In 2 hours.
The code word is ice. I mean blue. I mean blue, man. I mean blue. Sorry. I got ice on the brain, bro. I'm at the FEIC.
Comes on in 2 hours.
All right. How long we been streaming? This has been a good stream, but we oh damn, we about to hit the 3-hour mark. What time we got here? What time we got? Oh, it's 10:30. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me while we witness the insanity that is called the FEIC 2019. Listen to me. Listen to me closely. I care about you guys. That's why I stream so much. I don't want to see you ruining your life. Oh, hold up. Whoa, wait a second. Who we got? Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, featured. Welcome to the stream team. Look, I care about you guys, all right? I don't want you doing flat earth. I don't want you doing crack. I don't want you doing meth. I don't want you doing FEIC. I don't want you doing D Marble handshakes, all right? I care about you. Don't do flat earth. You'll turn into this guy. You'll turn into these guys that we saw this weekend. You'll be hanging out, shaking Nathan Thompson's hand and listening to these guys lie about the shape of the earth, and you'll just be dishing out $400 and shit. Don't do it. Instead, come over to my channel. Let's hang out and laugh at these fools, and let's find other things to laugh at throughout the night and day. Who knows? I might be back on YouTube later. Right now, I'm heading to dlive.tv/UNIRocktv. Let me type it into the chat over here. dlive.tv/UNIRocktv. It'll show it in the after show. Let the heist finish. FTFE said, Rick. Oh my God, I love that, dude. Thank you, Fight. Appreciate you, man. I might be back. As always, if you want to support our show, you can do what FTFE did. You can super sticker or super chat. You can do what Featured did. You could join the channel. Honestly, my members are the only thing that's keeping our channel on the air right now every day. So I appreciate you so much. Can we get out of here, Busy? We going to the after show? All right, sweet. All right, guys. I might be back here in a bit. If not, I'll be on D Live, but I need a little bit of a break. I need a little bit of time to recoup, find some more videos to bring over here. Appreciate you very much. Love chilling with you. Tomorrow night, if I don't get back on here tonight, remember, tomorrow, Fight the Flat Earth is going to be here with me breaking down the JM situation. He's got an update. You're going to hear it here first on UNIRock 2. Then he's going to have Fight is having an interview with JM Truth Wednesday where he's coming in to blow the whole thing wide open. And once again, do not do what this guy do. You got me? I'll be back.